Recorded in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to another episode of DADS Podcast, and we back, bitches. My name is Clint.
My name is Val.
We back after a week off. Yeah, we can do that shit. We fathers. We celebrate Father's Day for the whole week, bitches. If y'all don't like it, oh well, we love it. No,
we're gonna do something unconventional this week.
Oh shit.
So
I can guarantee you.
You going first today, brother. How was your weekend, bro?
I can guarantee that's why he want to go first. He got some shit that he ain't told. That nigga told me he got some shit that's gonna stop the whole podcast universe. But I ain't do shit.
Yeah, what you do for
Father's Day, my wife and my mom took me out to Red Lobster.
Cool.
Yeah, that was nice. I think that's all I did for Father's Day. Father's Day is just like one of those days, like, nigga, if you ain't barbecuing somebody in your family taking you out type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
Yeah.
That's the bad thing about Father's Day. Like, Father's Day, you never get a break. I actually got a break a little bit, so it was cool. So yeah, that shit happened. I don't think I did shit else. I had some interviews and some shit. I got some shit on the way. I'm pretty sure we talked about this shit like 2 weeks ago or whatever, but I've been looking for a new job ever since I got my new job, just because I need a new job. Yeah. So that shit. But yeah, I got some shit coming up on my birthday, which is next week.
Mm-hmm.
On the day of my fucking birthday, by the way. But it is what it is. It's all money. What else? It's been like 2 fucking weeks. And I have done... No, it's been 8 weeks, right? It's been a week.
Well, it's been a week. Well, we missed 1 week. Yeah. But this is a week. Because we normally shoot on the weekends for the podcast. But.
Yeah, I don't think I did shit, though. I finally played a game.
Yeah.
2 games.
2 games. Matter of fact.
Yeah, so I finally did that. So those are going up. I'm uploading those. Uploading part 2 and 3 today. Mm-hmm. I'm playing Fury. I'm assuming it's just a PC game. I don't know. One of our fans had asked us, like, is this on PS4? I'm like, I don't know, my nigga, you gotta look. I'm playing on PC. It's not my responsibility to let you know what's on PS4. How them niggas at IGN, the game spot or some shit.
It might be.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know.
I don't know, but it looked like one of those.
Nigga, that shit hard as fuck, my nigga.
It
takes me like 45 minutes to an hour to be like one fucking boss.
Yeah, it looked like one of those arcade style.
Yeah, it is. Oh, this rude ass nigga here. I forgot about this cat.
The cat, yeah. Straight up was about to
better be rude as
my
shit.
Coffee. Just about to drink my coffee.
If you do anything reckless, my nigga, you getting the fuck out of here. Give me your heads up warning. But yeah, I've been playing that. That shit's hard as fuck though. And the fucked up part about it is, like, on some games, you know how you beat a boss, you upgrade, get some skill points, you get like new weapons or new skill moves or some shit. No, not this one, bro.
Yeah,
you get the same shit that you start with the whole fucking game, bro.
Damn,
it don't matter how hard. No, it don't matter how hard the boss get. And then I don't know if anybody has seen the gameplay, but it says if you lose, you start all over again. And I did not know that shit when I first started the game, because I would have never played that.
Over?
I would have never played that shit.
Oh man, it's one of those.
I would have never played that shit if I would have known that, my nigga. Like, it say if you lose, you start all over.
Oh
I was like, oh shit. Then I get in too deep, so
that's probably why you don't get nothing.
Yeah.
You probably get something if you.
But
like
nigga, you should get something though if you gotta start the whole fucking game over though. If that shit happen, bro. Like,
probably,
man, fuck out of here, bro.
You probably get something when you beat like the whole game or something.
Yeah, but that's
that's bogus.
Yeah, I didn't know that though when I first started playing.
Probably get a save point.
Like, what the fuck? Yeah. So yeah, I've been playing that. I've been playing Hellblade's Sasuri's Sacrifice or some shit like that. That's on PS4 too, I think, or Xbox or something other. My nigga, that really put me on to let me know that, my nigga, I hate puzzle games. My nigga, if I upload the video that I did like a couple days ago, my nigga, people are gonna talk like mad shit because it took me at least 30 minutes to get. Don't you walk in front of the fucking camera?
It's too late.
Oh, stupid. Get off the table. Yes, go.
Yeah, somebody's calling you. Go cat.
Your pussy Somebody's calling you. I'm finna lock your ass in the room, bro. You just too fucking comfortable while we recording. Like, you had so long to do whatever the fuck you wanted to do. I fed you. Everything. You just a rude son of a bitch.
And he jumped right in front of the camera.
Damn.
That's funny.
Jump on my fucking head.
But it took me like 30 minutes to solve a puzzle, bro.
What kind of puzzle was it?
Nigga. It's weird because it was like, I don't
know. I can't explain. Locked in a room type puzzles? Or?
No, it was like some way, somehow, it's a gate where you see some shit, but then on the other side, like say this is the fence, right? Uh-huh. So you see some shit in the middle of this fence, but if you walk around the fence, it's some other new shit over here too.
Okay.
But I didn't know how to trigger the fence. So, like, I'm going back and forth, going in circles, bro. I'm like, bro, I'm lost. I don't know what to do. I'm finna quit. My nigga. It was one puzzle that made it even worse. I'm like, bro, it's gonna take me some patience to come back to this fucking game. Because the game is good. It looks good. I like the fighting. I like the story. Because the whole basis of the game is like, it's like anxiety, depression, and shit like that. But it's like a barbarian, like, sword play, like, type fighting game. And plus it's I forgot what the fuck it's called, but it's like it's not open world. It's like singular or whatever the fuck the case is. You just walk straight. It's a lot of walking straight, but it's puzzles at the same time. I forgot the name. What the fuck the name description of the shit is. But yeah, it's not open world. So it's like one lane. You can only really walk down one path type shit. But then it has puzzles in between this. It has enemies and sword fights and shit like that. But it's like for depression and anxiety and all that type of shit. That's the only thing that really draws me towards the game and shit.
That's cool.
What else? I've been watching movies.
What did you watch?
I watched Rampage and I wasn't disappointed. Wanna know why? Because I didn't have expectation.
I was gonna say.
Dumb shit. I did watch that. What the fuck else did I watch? I've been watching Rurouni Kenshin on Netflix. I always watch that shit. I never make it past like the first season for some reason. I don't know why, but they got 3 seasons on Netflix, so I decided to watch it. I never make it past that. They dropped a new season of Voltron on Netflix. I gotta catch up on. What the fuck is I doing? I've been watching hella movies. I don't know if I talked about this, but me and my wife watched Acrimony with Taraji P. Henson, the Tyler Perry movie.
Oh.
Man, was that shit trash.
Yeah, I'm not a
Tyler Perry fan like that. After a few early, I like
some of his.
I used to skip the singing of the church shit.
I like some of his earlier stuff, like story wise. The ones without Medea are normally okay or good, but
yeah, Acrimony was wild as fuck. Yeah. That bitch was like bitter. That bitch was bitter like my BM. Bitter. That bitch was mad bitter, bro. Like my nigga, this nigga been trying to get rich off this shit that he been working on since he was like at least 15, 16 years old, right? Mm-hmm. So
I guess she get a cut of that.
No, nigga, fuck that. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happens, bro. This nigga been working on some shit for like 15, 16 years, right? Mm-hmm. He been in school and her mom died. I think she left it with like $300,000 or some shit like that. Like a big amount of money. And like her house and shit like that. So, they together. He been broke. He don't work and all this other shit. And pretty much one day, she pays for his college. She pays all that shit off and everything like that. I'm not even gonna talk about how badly shot this movie was either, my nigga. Because my wife could even tell like half the movie was on green screen. Let's just make that clear. You know I can tell some shit on green screen, but my wife can tell some shit on green screen.
That must be right.
That's a fucking problem. But yeah, so she pays all his bills and shit like that. He's still not working and shit like that. It's like 10, 15 years later and shit. And one day, she just finally gets sick of his shit and says, I'm done with you, I want a divorce and all this other shit. Then boom. Mind you, they done lost their house, all this other shit. Like, a whole bunch of shit didn't happen that she kind of got fed up with and all this other shit and everything. But boom, she said, I don't want no more of this shit. I'm done with you. I'm leaving you. Fuck you, you broke ass nigga. All this blase type shit. Then boom, nigga gets rich. He gives her $10 million. The home that got foreclosed, the mama house is only worth $1 million. Or he spent like $1 million of her money or some shit like that. Or that's how much that they was in. So he gives her $10 million, buys back her mama house.
Okay.
And does some other shit.
I would say that's even. After that.
And guess what?
I would have said that.
She still says, nigga, I still don't want your bitch ass and all this other shit. And he's still like, alright, I know that. So probably like 2-3 months later, he got a new wife and everything. And pops up this bitch talking about, this bitch got everything that I want and need. And this shit supposed to be mine. That's the whole movie. And she tries to kill this nigga. And kill the wife, the new wife. And everything else. Because she thinks that she deserves all this shit.
So basically, she was like,
bro, if a motherfucker give me $10 million, bro, you ain't never gonna hear from me ever again in life.
For real, man.
You will never hear from me again in life.
So let me get this straight. He bought her back the house that they lost.
Exactly.
Gave her money that he owed her, that she invested in him.
Times 10, by the way.
Times 10.
Because they was in debt like $1 million or some shit like that. And he just gave her a check. In my head, I was like, oh, he gave her the $1 million back. But I was about to say.
Yeah, that was nice.
Later on in the conversation, though, in the movie, motherfucker talked about, I gave her $10 million. Then this bitch had the nerve to take this nigga to court, asking for half of the profit that he done sold his shit to for the company that he done made all this money from. Like, bitch, the judge said, bitch, he has been more than generous.
Yeah.
So that shit was wild, bro.
That's wild.
Yeah, that bitch was bitter as fuck. I was like, oh, this is how bitter bitches.
She was like, she got my life, and that's the life I want.
Right. You promised me this boat.
It's like, how the hell we had this fucked up life, and then you get it right the second time. Right. No, you gonna get it right the first time.
Yeah, that shit was wild as fuck. So I watched that shit with my wife, because she been asking me to watch that shit for like 2-3 months now. Like, whatever.
Did your wife at least like it?
Hell no.
She hated it too.
She was like, that bitch was bitter as fuck. Way worse, that bitch had some sisters that was bitter, more even bitter than that bitch. Her. And they been talking mad shit for like the whole movie. But yeah.
So they was basically in her ear like,
oh yeah,
like Luna Friend, I'm a Luna Friend from Boondock.
Yeah, when she got back, hey, when she got back up or some shit like that, when the dude gave her like the $10 million check, she just threw that bitch on the table in front of her sisters. Her sister's like, and then she turned like full slave too, by the way. She's like, we ain't never seen no money like this. By the way, that shit happened, and then like some shit was said, but Taraji P. Henson character was like, listening to you dumbass bitches, y'all bitches been miserable since y'all got married. Like one of the ladies' husband got a baby all the way on the other side of town or some shit like that, and the other sister husband like she don't like your light skinned ass no way, and like the new nigga she fucking, he was like, that's why your dick low and you ain't good in the bed no way. He just innocent bystander. He was like, what the fuck did I do, bitch? I just was sitting here dating your ass. I ain't told you to leave that nigga or nothing.
Oh man.
So that shit was wild as fuck. That movie was dumb as shit, and like half of it was filmed on green screen, bro. That shit was bad though. And let me mind you, there's a whole boat scene, my nigga, and nobody gets wet. And everybody jumps in the water too, by the way. But nobody is wet. So let's just throw that out there.
Like, what kind of deep diving suit y'all got on?
Yeah. Man, I think that's it. I ain't did shit. I'm pretty sure I watched some other shit. I just don't know what the fuck it is. I don't think I listened to anything either new. I don't think. I've been kind of depressed because one of the topics that we'll talk about later. Okay. I still couldn't believe none of that shit. That shit happened. But I think that's it. So Malcolm.
That's good.
Nah, I'm done running my motherfucking mouth.
Oh man, where the fuck should I start?
Start at the beginning, I guess.
Alright.
1989, I arrived. Go ahead.
Let's see. Alright, what did I do last week, Father's Day? Okay. I guess I'll start with the Father's Day weekend shit. So, for Father's Day, I went to Springfield down there to see my mom and stuff.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because...
That's a drive.
Yeah, that's a 3-hour drive. But, normally, because my uncle, he was on vacation, so...
Okay.
So they kind of like threw the gauntlet down of like having everybody down there. Then I got to see some of my other uncles and stuff that I haven't seen in a long time.
Okay.
So he basically went down there, tried to like well, me and my uncle was thinking like we was gonna be chilling with his dad, my granddad and shit, for Father's Day and stuff. But that turned out to be a disaster and shit. A little bit. You know, when you get around, you know, sometimes when you
it's like under
family
issues that you have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, so you know, you have those moments where like you be like, man, it's really good to see some people. Like, man, I haven't seen this person in a long time, and then like when you're in that environment for so long and you around them, you be like, all right, I'm ready to go home.
I remember why I ain't seen you in so long.
Right. But yeah, it was just like everybody was like excited and stuff that like they was missing like the big point. The big point was like to basically spend time with him and stuff, and he was like trying to do all this extra shit like last minute.
Yeah. And
it was kind of like, it was kind of frustrating at times, but for the majority of the trip, it was okay. Yeah. Other than that, but it was nice to see everybody and stuff like that, cause like some uncles like I knew they had kids. I ain't never seen none of their kids.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So which was like new to me, like seeing I guess two out of his 3 kids I seen.
Okay.
So
y'all just barbecued or something like that?
We was, but we ended up didn't. So ended up like just cooking or something for that day or whatever. But
okay.
what else did we do? Hung out down there. I didn't really do anything special for Father's Day, but other than like just be around more family, that's it.
That's cool.
Yeah. Let's see. Alright, got that out the way. Okay, second half. Alright, so okay, remember how last week I was telling you about the 2 job things, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, we're gonna start with the one here. Okay. No, we're gonna start with the one in New York.
Okay.
So the one in New York that I was like, I may be possibly moving to. You know, me and the guy, cause like it's the same company I'm with now. Mm-hmm. It's just that they got some openings in New York or whatever.
Yeah.
So, I was you know, texting with the guy back and forth about some stuff, cause you know, he asked me if I had any questions and stuff, so I've been like texting, emailing and stuff like that, learning.
Like, nigga, I got hella questions. What are you talking about?
Right. Yeah, learning about the space. Learning about the space, all that stuff and stuff like that.
I'm not supposed to grow and shit.
Yeah. So.
Or can I eat if I'm hungry at like 2 in the morning? I got hella questions, nigga.
So, he was telling me about like I guess back when I had talked to him initially, he was telling me about the job or whatever, like that basically I'm gonna be it was like a manager position. Mm-hmm. So it was like more pay than what I'm making now and stuff like that, benefits, the whole shebang.
Whole nine.
Yeah, so when I was talking to the guy, he's like, okay, it was at first it seemed like in the email through the company and stuff, cause I got it through like one of my bosses. Like he had sent it to my email. That's how I knew about the opening.
Yeah.
And so he was like, yeah, cause it was like real vague and like kind of like not enough information about it, cause like none of the managers and stuff knew. And like they just knew it was open in there. They didn't know like what the job detailed. But when I talked to this boy, I was like, okay. He told me basically I would be going between 2 hotels or whatever. That's like 30 miles apart from each other in New York and stuff. So I would have to have my car out up there and shit to basically get and manage the 2 manage the 2 hotels or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. But then, you know, as I'm like asking about more information about the hotels, like their setup and stuff, trying to see what their meeting spaces and event rooms look like and stuff like that. then he was like saying that there's another hotel by each one of the hotels. So
that's 4.
So yeah. So then that turned into I would be managing 4 of them.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay. That's a lot. I was like, all right, okay, cool. But then
still worth to pay a little bit, but okay, keep telling me a little more.
Yeah. So then he was like that. What did he say? He was like, okay. He was like, I guess a couple of hotels like they don't do as many big shows like the one, like the hotel I'm working at now.
Yeah.
How we do and shit. He's like every once in a while, like maybe on a blue moon or something, we get 1 per month or something like that. I'm like, oh man, that ain't nothing. I was like, he's like, yeah, mostly, we just do like small meeting shit, like so projector stuff like that, like power and stuff, and I'm like, okay, that's simple. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's why I was like, man, that's crazy. I was like, right, and I was like, man, they must not make a lot at these other hotels if they just doing like the small stuff. Yeah. But yeah, no, the huge events be like, okay, like say I'm gonna use McDonald's, so like McDonald's hosting something or whatever, right?
Charity event or some shit.
Right. So they will order like maybe like 20 mics, some big screen TVs, like 4 projectors, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's the type of stuff I'm like used to, like big huge like sets like that stuff, like so by him saying that they probably only do like 1 of those like every month or so, I'm like, man, I was like, where y'all money coming in from? Because I was like, because we basically do them like on a week to week basis,
right?
Depending on what it is, because sometimes the shows can range from like something small to like something huge. But so I'm like, okay, it was a little laid back. That's what he made it sound like. I'm like, okay, cool. So he gave me time to think about it. He's like, all right, I'm gonna try to give you the Tuesday or whatever. And so I'm like, okay, cool, because like Tuesday, I knew I had my Monday I knew I had my interview with the place in Chicago. And I'm like, okay, cool. I was like, depending on what I hear from them and here, it will probably help me weigh out my decision even more.
Right.
Okay, so then by like Tuesday come or whatever, I'll talk about the one in Chicago. I'm saving that one for last. But so Tuesday come, and you know, we still like texting a little bit more and stuff like that. And I think I asked him about what did I ask him about? I think I asked him about like if he knew, because like I asked my bosses at first if they knew if they did like relocation, like a relocation budget or whatever thing that they normally give people to basically move to out of state and stuff. And my bosses, he was both of them thought, they was like, I believe we do. He's like, yeah, I do. So like when I was texting the guy, he was like, no, I don't think we do that. I was like, oh, I'm like, okay.
So you just want me to leave out here with what I have to say?
Right, and I was when we was texting back and forth, I was like, because I asked him some more questions. I asked him about that, and then I asked him how soon, like, basically he would need me. And he was like, ASAP. I was like, the fuck? I was like, so I would have to, as soon as my paperwork get in, I would be moving right away. So like I would have to fly out there right away.
You don't even give me no time to save no money.
Right. I got a whole apartment. Yeah.
Fair warning.
Yeah, like I got a whole apartment. Like
leave your family, leave your kids, leave everybody.
Right.
Let's send for them later.
So I'm like, okay. Okay. So then
that sounds wild as fuck. Yeah, well,
so, what else?
Your family is baggage. Malcolm will send for them later.
So, after that, he, after, I think I asked him, what did I ask him? I think after I asked him the time frame thing, he's like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, okay. And then he was like, just to get an estimate, what do you, what was your salary, like, what would be your salary arrangement for that? I'm thinking, okay, because I know the position itself, even though it was like it's a manager's position, but it's like an entry level manager's position. Right. So I was like, I know that title usually gets like $60K, right? So I told him.
You always lowball it like 50, 55.
No, I told him like I said between 48K and 55.
Right.
And after that message, I ain't heard
shit back. Damn.
So, which was funny to me because like
balls on these niggas, bro.
Right. when niggas ask for money and stuff, people get quiet. But it was funny because like I talked to my boss because my boss he wanted to know more information and shit. He was just being nosy and shit because like he was like man, this email was like vague, super vague and shit. Yeah. And he was like, we was just wondering like.
What the fuck was going on?
Yeah, what was going on and stuff, because like nobody knows and stuff. Only the people in New York know.
Nigga, they ain't me back either.
Right. Right. But so I basically like caught them up to speed and stuff like that, and he was like, oh, and I was like, I told him I told him how I told him just like you had the 2 hotels. I told him exactly the same way I told it now.
Yeah.
And he's like, wow. And then it was like, how those 2 hotels turned to the 4. Yeah. And he was like, the fuck? Yeah. And he's like, man, that's fucking crazy. And it was like, and then I was like, yeah. And I was like, telling him more about it and shit. And then I was like, yeah, I mentioned the salary thing too. And he's like, you don't have to give me you don't have to give me whatever number. He's like, just give me a ballpark estimate. I was like, no, I'll tell you the range I gave him. I was like, I told him between 48 and 55K. And he's like, oh, that's not bad at all. I was like, yeah, because I know
I was for 100, my nigga.
Right. I was like, I know the title you get, like, the average is 60.
Right.
And I was like, that wasn't bad at all. And I was like, all right.
I was thinking like 30.
He was like, yeah, that's fucking reasonable, because he was like, you traveling between 2 fucking hotels.
City. Yeah, fuck that.
Yeah,
he traveled to a whole new city, man. He was gonna be living out of a box.
Right. Which is funny. Which is funny. But then I think like later, the next day, my boss asked me like, "You hear anything back from him?" And I was like, "No, I didn't hear anything." I was like, once I started talking about money, he got quiet on me. He's like, "That's fucking crazy." He's like, you know what? To tell you the truth, I fucking hate that dude. He's like, he's a fucking dick. He's like, but he's like, if you was to transfer out of there, from here to there, I would have talked to, he's like, one of our corporate people. He's like, I would have tried to have them snatch you up at another hotel and shit. Because just off the basis hit that my boss didn't fuck with this dude. Because like I remember they had some kind of corporate thing where like they had to come to Chicago and shit. Mm-hmm. And like that guy was like a total dick. Yeah. That's why my boss don't like him. But
that shit wild though.
But he was telling them, my boss was like, yeah, he was like, you know what? That makes a lot of fucking sense now. He was like, because every person that they hired quit on them.
Oh yeah,
on that particular guy.
Yeah.
Because he's being a cheap ass motherfucker, and he don't want to give people the money that they deserve and shit.
He's
like,
manage 4 hotels, my nigga. 30 miles away from each other, and motherfucking like 33,000 a year.
Yeah, probably less than that.
Yeah.
Depending on his status and shit.
Wild as fuck. My nigga, that's the I didn't tell you, that's the same email I got that I put in the group chat for Bandai Namco for being like a route manager or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. It all sounded good until I started looking like nigga every time I look like I'm hired looking for another job or some shit like that, I go immediately to Glassdoor. See what the fuck the salary is. My nigga, I went to Glassdoor to see what the fuck the salary is because I got the email. I'm like, oh shit, man, that Namco, I'm finna get like half off on video games and all this other shit. Like, it's gonna be like some dope ass job. Then they like, yeah, we're gonna send you to Virginia for like a 3-month training program. All expenses paid for, yada yada yada. I'm like, hey, that sounds cool. Everything
that always
like
sounds
that.
cool
and
until you see the price.
Salary off. $30,000 a year. I'm like, oh yeah, who the fuck gonna live off that shit in Chicago?
Well, that's okay. So the lesson of today is
know your worth.
Know your worth. But for that particular incident. Okay. Now let's get to the one in Chicago. Mm-hmm. Oh man. Okay, so I'm gonna start from the beginning with that.
It's the same position, just new hotel or something like that, right? I forgot what you had said.
It initially started off as the same fucking title that I am now. Okay. But with a little bit more pay. So I had an interview for this company in Chicago. Mm-hmm. It's an AV company in Chicago, whatever. First I had like a phone interview with like the HR or whatever, and basically a screen call.
I hate those.
Yeah, it went good. Went through everything. They really liked me and stuff. So it was like, all right, we're gonna set you up with an interview with such and such. He's our regional manager and stuff, and we'll see how it goes from there. Okay, cool. So let's see. Friday was the one I had with the HR lady, so that was the interview. So then they scheduled my actual interview on what was it? Monday.
Okay.
No, Tuesday. No, it was Monday. No, it was Monday. So Monday, so I had to schedule an interview with the regional manager, and then like the guy texted me 2 hours. No. An hour and a half before we were supposed to have our thing. So I was like basically dressed and like
on the way there.
On the way, about to leave out. Yeah. And the guy like calls and says that he's like, he hit me with the instead of doing in person, because I was supposed to do it in person. Yeah. He hit me with the phone. I'm like, all right. I was like, all right, I'll do the phone thing, because,
fuck it,
he's busy. Yeah. Save gas, save time. I don't got to wear the suit. Fuck it. I'm like, all right. So, do that. Yeah. Yeah, basically. So I do the phone interview. Again, everything works well. The guy really liked me and stuff, and he's like, you really qualified, such and such. He's like, send your resume, had to snatch you up really quick. Yada yada yada,
All the good talk.
Mm-hmm. So then he's like, since you're doing such and such already, I figured that maybe we should have you work at this hotel. It's like this big name hotel or whatever, downtown. It's like a fucking fancy hotel or whatever. He's like, okay. He's like, yeah, because this is where managers and blah 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 get trained basically here, and then like eventually if they want to, they can branch out and have their own little spot throughout the city. Because he's like, right now we have like 4 new hotels that we that they I guess affiliated with. Okay. So I'm like, okay, cool. So the position changed from me being the type that I am to basically an entry level manager's position, which was exactly the same as the New York. Yeah. So then he's like, at the end of the conversation, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna set you up with such and such. He's at this hotel, and we're gonna go from there or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. Right. We halfway there. Right. I just gotta, because like,
I just gotta sign those I-9s.
Right. That's basically what it was. That's basically what it is. So I'm like, okay, cool. We moving, hop, skip, and the jump. All right. So he was like, yeah, I'm gonna set you up a meeting with such and such. We're gonna set that up sometime this week, so we can try to get your paperwork pushed further or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, man, I'm basically in there. Right. I just got basically. I was just thinking like this third interview was not really an interview. It's just to meet this motherfucker, just so this motherfucker know that
this is my face, man.
Yeah, basically. So So then that interview was scheduled for Wednesday. So I'm like, okay, cool. So Wednesday comes, get to the interview. Like I informed the guy that I'm like downstairs in the lobby and stuff. And get to the interview. He tells me to basically wait in the lobby for him because he's coming down. And he was like stuck with a client or something like that. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. So then I get to the spot, sit down somewhere, and then like the whole environment, just so y'all know, like there was like a group of like white people like sitting. It's like two. No, it's like two people, like two white people sitting. I want to say in a chair, like every other spot, and then like I was like sitting somewhere like near there. So it's the reason why I'm setting this up like this. Okay. So I sit there, and normally, I guess I should already set this up, but normally when I go to interviews in person, like people don't think I'm black.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah. So
Clinton doesn't really give off black.
But Malcolm is the blackest name ever, though.
That's so true. Yeah.
But I guess because the whole Malcolm in the Middle, Frankie Muniz thing.
Yeah. Hold on one second. Hold on.
Yeah, Paul. Yeah, Malcolm in the Middle.
Frankie
Muniz. Yeah, I get that a lot though. Like I guess my
demeanor,
professional voice. Yeah.
Put on your white voice. Sorry about you voice.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Like people get surprised that I'm black. Like it's happened in a couple of interviews and stuff like that I go to, and they like it was funny because one of the ones like my second job when I had an interview for them, it was like a Skype call basically with like two of the like managers or whatever, like the district and the manager of that particular corporate place.
Yeah.
And I talked to him on the phone and all that, and then I did the Skype. So as soon as like I did it, their face was like this, like at the same time, like you know how like people pop up, they popped up at around the same time. And they was like. They kind of like jumped.
Like this guy.
They like they kind of like jumped and like, oh shit, I didn't think he was gonna be black, but he's black. All right.
Something right here.
Yeah, but
I actually had the same experience happen to me this week. I was sitting like in the neighborhood or some shit because the way the job is set up, like we really don't do shit until like we get a call to go do a house or whatever the case is. And police pulled up on me because they seen me just sitting outside. I was literally sitting on the block for like at least 5-6 hours not doing shit. So of course I'm in a white neighborhood, and they called the police. They're like, this car is just missing out. People's getting suspicious and shit like this and shit like that. But so the cop pulled up on me, shit like that. They didn't say shit, whatever what the case is. But the next day, my boss that hired me says, because the company is based out of Utah or whatever the case is, and he got a call saying like, is Clinton black? And my boss was like, oh, I never noticed. He said, I don't know. I never noticed.
That's a great response. That's a great response.
So, yeah. So I had the same thing. And he's white, too. He's like, he's like at least in his 50s or 60s or some shit like that. He's like, no, I never noticed.
That's funny.
Like, yeah, so I had the same experience happen to me this week and shit, too.
But back to the Chicago one. So like I'm basically sitting in the lobby, and the guy's like looking for me. It's like older white dude, whatever. And I could tell, like I already know it's gonna be one of those instances where like you don't know I'm black. So like it was funny to me. So like I'm just sitting there, and he's like looking for like somebody that has like.
Well, look for the token black guy that's in the lobby that's never been in the lobby, sir.
Right. Like I'm the only motherfucker that's not sitting with somebody, and like cause like every white person that was in the lobby at that time, they were sitting next to somebody else, like having some kind of meeting or whatever, and he's like looking and passing a couple of them, and then he finally sees me. He's like, "Oh." I was like, "Hi." Introduce, So he's like, yeah, Malcolm. I was like, yeah. So like, we basically had the little interview, which was cool because like, in the midst of it, it didn't really feel like an interview. It felt like more like a just like hi, see a face, like kind of ordeal. And he's like, yeah, this, that, and the other. I don't know if they talk to you about benefits, blah, 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 blah. This is good, this is good. He talked about the hotel itself and stuff like that. He's like, yeah, we do blah, 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 blah. And he's like, we don't do anything too crazy in here as far as show-wise. Everything's pretty much simple, and like some of the rooms are already getting upgraded to like basically having TV in there. I'm like, oh, so I'm like, man, this finna be less work for me. Like, and he's like, yeah, I'm not one of those bosses that trip. Like, if you know, you like as long as you get everything done and stuff like that, and, like watch YouTube, whatever the fuck you want to do, and stuff like that. Like in between, like make sure the clients are okay and stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm like, man, I'm like, yeah, I'm in this. I'm like, yeah, I'm in this motherfucker now.
Feel like a Kylie Jenner commercial with the Pepsi.
Right.
All I need is a Pepsi.
Right. So
this guy's super pro black.
So I'm like, okay, cool. So I asked him,
I could really be a nigga on the clock. I can be late. I can watch YouTube on the clock. I don't care.
So I asked him like what the spaces look like. If you mind giving me a tour around the hotel and stuff like that. He did like show me all the spaces, some of the equipment they use and stuff like that. I was like, okay, cool. By the end of the interview, he's like, so he basically asked. He was like, so when are you available, whatever? And I was like, well, you know, because I was looking for a full-time like gig, and I was like, well, I was like, probably in 2 weeks, so I can get my 2 week notice to the 2 jobs that I have. And I was like, well, I told this similar thing to the HR person and like your area manager and stuff too, yeah. And he's like, okay, cool. He's like, well, because he had reached in his pocket, he's looking for his car. He's like, oh fuck. He's like, I left my cars in my office and stuff. He's like, I'll just have such and such
my coffees.
He's like, such and such, the person, basically the HR person that I talked to before, and that I've been going back and forth, like when she's been planning like my interviews and stuff like that, to basically get in contact with you or whatever, to like that. To basically like kind of settle everything away.
I hate the idea of a relay number. You never get that number.
Right, but so I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, I should get something. So like I kind of like, you know, thank the guy and like kind of walk off after that. So then like I'm waiting, like I'm like, okay, so I should get a call either by tomorrow or the next day or whatever. So I'm at work and I get a call from the regional manager or whatever. I'm like, okay, cool, we in here.
Right.
So he calls me. I pick up at work and stuff, and he's like, "Oh, how did everything go with meeting with such and such?" I was like, "Yeah, everything went great." He's like, "Yeah, I heard it. Everything's great and awesome, and we really like you, and really like to have you, and blah 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 blah." And then he was like, "By the way, do you have dreads?" And I was like,
"What?"
Oh no, it gets better, brother.
What?
Sit here for this ride.
Why
what? Just sit here and listen. Just sit here and listen. So he's like, do you have dreads? And I was like, yes I do. He was like, okay, because he was like, yeah, such and such was surprised. He didn't notice that you did have them. I was like, how the fuck did he not know?
The dreads surprised him.
Yeah, I was like, because he's like, yeah, he knows how long it was, like the way when you walked away and stuff like that. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, I do. I was like, occasionally I do.
That's 2 red flags for me, Malcolm. You wanna know why?
Wait. it gets better, bro.
Check your ass out while you walking away.
No, I don't think that guy was. I don't think that guy was. But hold on, it gets better.
She sees his ass, his dreads are too long and they're in the way.
It gets better. So he was like, yeah, because he was like, well, what the fuck did he say when he said? Okay, he said, he asked me if I had dreads. I said, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then he like basically was like, well, you know, HR has like this hair length rule thing, and that we try to follow with the client. Well, basically the client meaning the hotel, like the hotel HR rules and then their HR rules. Yeah. About shoulder length hair, and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, well, normally I have my hair, you know, pinned up. Or something, yeah. I was like, normally I have my hair pinned up, so I was like, if there's an issue with length, I can pin my hair.
Every time I come in?
Yeah, because like I work, remember this now, I work for a hotel, and I work for like a corporate company.
So I just come in looking like fuck it all.
So yeah, like and he was like, yeah, you just want to make sure like everything's neat and like the length. When he said neat, I was like, I can already know where this is going. So I was like, yeah, my hair is always nice and neat and pinned up. And he's like, okay, yeah. He's like, okay, this is now I gave you number 1. Yes. Now this is number 2.
Dreads was number 1. Got it.
Number 2 was if possible, can you send me a picture so I can send it to HR to see if they'll be okay or comfortable with, because you know we just want them to be comfortable with the whole hair length thing. It's gonna be the picture that said, I was like, okay,
don't hire this nigga.
My inner person, my inner broke nigga was like, we need to do everything to get this job. Yeah. Right. But the other half, the nigga in me was like, this is some bullshit. Right. But I was like, I'm gonna let this bullshit ride.
See how far it gets.
Because I was like,
I still need to.
It was good money. I was like, it's a lot of money and stuff, and I was like, okay, and like good benefits and all that stuff. Yeah. So I was like, the nigga in me was like, all right, we gonna let this.
Don't blow this until they don't blow it. Type shit.
So that's number 2.
Correct.
Keep track. Yeah. So I'm like, okay. I thought it was weird, but I was like, okay. He's like, yeah, send me a picture of what it looks like pinned up and what it is now or whatever. And I was like, okay. Yeah. So I did. I sent them the picture of how it looks pinned up.
Got it.
And then I sent them the picture how it currently does. Okay. So I'm going to basically paraphrase for everybody else, but I'm gonna let you see my texts that I was going back and forth with the guy.
I'm gonna read them out loud anyway, Mom, so you might as well read them out loud.
Okay, I will let you read them out loud then. So let's see. So basically, you know, I sent the picture to the guy, and we went back and forth, and then like it seemed like he was trying to like.
Oh, you really took pictures of
wrap? All right. Yeah. Like we was trying to wrap this thing up, because he made it a whole thing of like, because when we were talking, he made it a whole thing like, no, it's more of the length thing. It's not the whole thing that it is that, but it totally was that. Because like every time I kept suggesting it, he was like kind of like ignoring that fact, and I was like, okay. I was like, he's like, yeah, because I know I could tell you've been growing your hair out for a long time, and you know I don't want to suggest you cut it or say you cut it, but
oh my god, you can't suggest anything because it won't happen.
Right. So let's see.
You see those messages, man.
All right. So.
These cultural and sensitive messages.
So I'm gonna let you read the messages, and then you tell me what you think at the end. So you know how iPhone works, right?
You the blue messages, right?
Yep.
All right.
I'm the blue. He's the gray.
All right. So let's see. Hi Tony. Hope these visuals helps.
He didn't see it.
I'm being a smart ass.
Well, he didn't.
Talking about, I hope these visuals help.
Yeah, when he said nothing attached, my bubble sent before the picture.
Oh, okay.
The picture was still loading.
Okay.
When he's like, he didn't see anything yet.
All right, and it's a picture of somebody with dreads actually twisted and stuff like that. You can tell this nigga got his fresh lining, like he just got his shit done. Got it? What I occasionally look like, and now, sent from Malcolm. Your normal look for work? Oh, that's your whole suit jacket on and everything like that? In front of the thing? All right, cool. So, yeah. So the Tony sends, cool. Malcolm sends, they are always clean and neat. Tony sends, that is not the question or concern. It's the length is our concern. We will check with HR. Malcolm says, okay, let me know their response. What their response is. Malcolm talks like a fucking boss, by the way, for a nigga trying to get a job. Malcolm's been a smart ass the whole entire part of this conversation. I know smart ass takes a lot.
Not really.
Because I know them, because I send them. If there's a problem, I can always keep it pinned up like the first picture. Oh, is this the next day when he says hi, Malcolm, or is this like later on?
No, this is the same day. All this is the same day. It's maybe like a couple hours.
Hours later.
Later, or not even a couple hours later. Maybe like a couple seconds later.
So I get the SpongeBob 15 minutes later.
Right.
Hi, Malcolm. Sorry, but we are told your hair length is beyond their comfort limit level. Holy shit! What's the comfort level?
It gets better.
What is the comfort level?
It gets better.
Thanks for sending photos and thanks for interviewing. Malcolm says, would they be more comfortable if I was to trim it? The guy sends, they would, but are you willing to cut it short length, collar length, and continue to keep it neat? It looks like you've been growing it for a while. Malcolm sends a long ass message.
This is not.
Holy shit! I seen it. I didn't mean to scroll all the way down, but I did just see it. All right, so this is Malcolm response after that. I apologize for the inconvenience I have made caused. This is the first time I've experienced something like this. Oh yeah, there you go, Malcolm. Play that race card. I've been growing my hair for 8 years now. It's a religious and spiritual part of me. It represents me as a person. I would have loved to be a part of your team and the opportunity to enhance and display my skill set. Thank you for the chance to meet and speak with you. It's been a pleasure. I wish the best on all your future endeavors. Malcolm talks like a real nigga. Malcolm got that real nigga talk. And Tony sends, what's your religion? My religion is myself, nigga.
That's where I don't respond after that.
Yeah.
So, cause like mainly it was like
it was just gonna be a lot of back and forth. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of back and forth and getting nowhere type shit.
Yeah. Plus like
he was already
everybody
fuck this nigga, bro.
Yeah, everybody I pretty much talked to was like, yeah, wow. That was like, they was like, wow, that was racial. That was
wow.
Yeah, they was like, that was racial discrimination. Because he was like, everything changed when.
File that suit, bro.
Nah, yeah, that's what everybody keep telling me. Everybody keep telling me that, and I'm like, man, I just don't. I was like, I just don't want to go through like this bullshit with the people in there. I was like, it would be nice. Bro. It would be nice because like I would help somebody else, but I was like, man, I at the time I was pissed.
I think they can do that now though. They can actually not hire you because you're
yeah, I was explaining.
But still, though, I've never seen that shit like in real life person and shit like that.
Yeah, that was.
But they experienced that type of shit though.
Yeah, that was a new one. I mean, normally when I experience racism, it's kind of blatant. It's yeah, this was covert racism. I think this bothered me more than like. Yeah. A person basically calling me a nigga in front of my face. I've had that before, like working at a job and somebody like just blatant ignorant, just like basically calling me a nigga to my face and stuff. And then, normally I piss them off even more by like smiling, hitting them with that kind of shit. Right. Like
nigga, you a nigga too.
Right.
Motherfucker.
But I think this the fact that this bothered me way more than that.
You like your racism up front like me. That's cool.
Yeah. So I was pissed about this.
That was wild. That's wild.
Of course, like I told my mom and my uncle, and they happened to be in the same car, and they both was like mad. It was funny because like my mom was like in church mode and shit. She's like, I'm not even gonna get in my flesh. And then my uncle's like, I heard him in the background. He's like, shit, I'm already in mine. He's like, don't worry, he's like, I got it covered.
I got no flesh for both of us right now.
Yeah, he was like going in. He was like, he's like, what the fuck does your hair have to do with your skill set? He was like, because like he's like everything was up and cool until they saw you in person. Which was weird, cause like at that point, cause normally when people, for some of you people that don't know, when jobs before they call you and stuff, they look and see what you look like and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
So which was funny then, like everything wasn't a problem until I actually got there, and it was like I basically had my foot in the door, ready to sign papers at that point. But
hopes up and shit.
Right. I was like, man, I'm glad I didn't take out any loans or some shit. Like trying to like decide to like move up and move up.
So glad these Stacey Adams from like 3 years ago, my nigga. I'm glad I ain't trying to buy no new interview shit.
Yeah, right. But I like that whole situation had me fucked up and like pissed off for the whole entire week. Every time I sit here and think about it, it gets me a little pissed and shit. And like everybody that I talk to, pretty much say like I should just like yeah, because I got a lawyer friend too, and he's like, yeah, you got a case there. And he's like one, yeah, that was like discrimination because everything was basically going like everything was cool until they actually saw you in person, and then everything changed, and then the second thing, he was like, you can't really ask people about like their religion and stuff. So, which was funny, but that whole shit like had me like.
It's just stressful trying to even get that court case going and shit like that.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to even bother about it and stuff. I was like, I don't want to go through that whole thing with them and shit like that. But
I understand that shit. Myself, actually.
Yeah, I was like, man, but that whole situation did like piss me off, and I was like, man, that's really crazy. Like, for like you basically wanted me, and then you upgraded my like the title that I was originally that I originally interviewed for, and you basically like changed it to a higher position. And then all of a sudden now like everything's down the drain. Yeah. So like
that modern day racism, boy, it's nothing like it.
Yeah, for real.
Nothing like it in the world.
So man, I was so pissed off about that whole situation. But everybody, I pretty much like tell them the story of it, and they can't believe it. Like they have their mouth open. Like
how come niggas?
They was like, whoa. They was like, what the fuck? They was like, man, this is crazy, dude.
Yeah, that shit was wild. That's wild, yeah.
Yeah, they was like, they knew it was wild when he went straight bullshit mode, and then he was like avoiding like the suggestions you were making and stuff. And I was like, a part of me, I was like, even if I was to like do it or take it, cause like I suggested the whole trimming thing to see like how just to see, but like he like wasn't budging at all about that, and I was like, what's funny to me is that in that hotel that particular day, there was a concierge, young woman concierge, and her hair was like as long as mine. So I find that funny.
Wanna know why? Cause she ain't getting paid that much and she got a shitty position. Just don't put it out there.
No, but like if because I've worked at hotels and stuff like that where like if they have a certain set of rules, everybody follow those certain set of rules.
Yeah, definitely.
So like if if that whole length thing was the truth, it falls under for women too. Yeah. So like it's not just like one of those sexist things where like okay, women get more leeway than men.
Yeah, but that's another thing too, Malcolm. Like you might be black and male, but they don't want to hit that feminism button in 2018. Like that shit is hard.
Well, it's too late. It's too late. A lot of these places.
She gonna walk around this motherfucker talking about me too.
Yeah. Yeah, but
they don't want that heat.
Yeah, but I thought that was like a whole fucked up situation for that. And what's funny was the irony is earlier this week I had a phone call from I want to say, how do I explain this agency? It's like an agency, but for like tech. Like like one of those agencies that help you like find a job or something like that.
Like a temp agency.
Yeah, like a temp agency. Yeah. But it's for like tech, tech dealing with tech jobs.
That's their focus, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's funny because they called me, and the lady and this was when I was coming back from to Chicago from Springfield, and I answered the phone. And the lady was like, "Yeah, this is such and such with such and such, and we're calling about opportunity from such and such." She named the company, and it was the same company that I had interviewed for.
Oh wow!
So I thought that shit was hilarious.
You should have told her, nah.
No, I did.
I told her they don't want me.
Yeah, I basically said it in a nice. I said it in a nice way, like to her about the ordeal. I was like, yeah, I don't want to say the particular company is. I was like, basically, I had a problem with probably a certain individual. I don't want to say the whole company thinks like that. Maybe it was just that individual, but I went through racial discrimination. She was like, oh shit. She was like. She went out of her like interview mode. Like she was like, "Oh wow, shit." I mean, she was like, "Well, let's put this over to the side." She's like, "I'm sorry to hear about that," but she's like, "I do have their thing on file." So she was like, "I'm gonna call you and I'm gonna call you with some more options that we have." So I'm gonna put this. So yeah, she basically like she was like, "Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that." I just found that funny that these motherfuckers are looking for somebody and they just turned somebody down, which was like funny to me. I was like, "Ooh, karma." Yeah. But man, that was that. Oh, it's funny because like I was getting hit with like racism shit all that whole week. So that was number one.
Racism follows, Malcolm.
Number one. Number two was damn. I went straight. I went straight Shrek. Pick number 3, my lord. No, 4, my lord. He's like having 2 or 3 fingers up. Yeah.
Picking the coins or whatever the case is.
Yeah. So the second ordeal was when I was coming back to Chicago.
Oh well, nigga, you always in Springfield, so you gonna hit some racism.
Yeah, it was so basically my uncle, it was me and my uncle in the car. We basically coming back to Chicago. And
the gas station or truck stop, I bet.
Nope.
No.
Right on open road. Yeah. So there was a.
You got a middle finger on open
state road? No, it was a state trooper car.
Okay.
Right here on the side, right. Let me paint the picture more vivid. So his car is right here where my hand is, right. Mm-hmm. Then you have 2 lanes. Mm-hmm. Doink. 2 lanes, right? Down here. Mm-hmm. And there was construction ahead. So the construction all the way up into here, right?
To the police car.
To the police, like right behind, like it stopped right behind the police car. So these phones were further back because that's where we were. So the second lane was still open. Mm-hmm. And you know how the lane eventually closes into section off into one lane. Mm-hmm. So we're in the second lane. We're driving, and we started to like basically like shift over.
Yeah.
And I noticed the cop was about to pull off.
Yeah.
And like he basically like pulls out without looking and shit. And my uncle like had to like basically slow down a little bit. And like at that time he was already merging in like in the second lane and shit. Cause like that second lane already turned to the one, and where the cop was, he was like pulling out, so he had to like slow down a little bit. Right.
Yeah.
So he pulls out, and then like he tries to pull out, pull out, and then like he stopped or whatever, and then me and Cliff went past or whatever. So then he gets like behind us. He had like, granted he already had like his lights like already flickered on or whatever. So then he gets behind us. So he's behind us, and we're thinking like he got another call or something like that. So he's trying to like move out of his way or whatever.
Yeah.
And he, cause like there's nowhere to like pull over, cause like this side doesn't have like a little
lane.
Like it does, but it'll obstruct traffic if you pull over to this side, because you know it. Right, because the construction is on this side, so we had to basically pull over to that side. So as soon as we pull over, immediately I got this vibe that this motherfucker here is not finna be okay.
Oh, well, it's mainly because you're black, Malcolm.
Right. So yeah, there's like two black motherfuckers in a car, in a nice car at that.
Every black person has that vibe.
No, but like normally if I do get pulled over by police, I can kind of I can sense how like they're hostile. This dude, I sensed this as hostility before he even jumped out the car.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on straight bullshit mode. So like so you know he comes up, he's on like my side because I'm in the passenger side. So comes up, you know his hand's already in a gun, and I'm like, oh, please don't. I hope this not a happy trigger, motherfucker. Like just immediately.
Well, this hand is already in a gun,
yeah. Yeah, I'm
question answered.
Cause like I mean I'm used to it because like my uncle's a cop.
Yeah. Ain't your one of your aunties used to be a cop or something? Like
no,
that?
she is a cop.
She still is?
Yeah,
okay.
she still is. So I'm kind of used to that ordeal because he told me, you know, like you never know what motherfuckers be doing and all this other shit. So like, I was like, this motherfucker looks skittish to me. So let me not Facebook, no nothing, text nobody. I don't want him to think anything is a fucking bullet that I'm doing. Cause like this motherfucker was already on 30, walking up to the car because he started basically yelling, and basically trying to like make up a bullshit excuse of why like he pulled us over. And he was like, yeah, I clocked you at 80, and there was a sign back there that said construction, and the speed limit from 70 changed to what do you say, 60 or 40 or some shit, some bullshit. And there was no sign back there. The speed limit was still the fucking same.
Right.
It was still 70 way back or whatever. And I'm like thinking, how the fuck do you clock somebody from behind? Because remember, I told you he was this way.
Yeah.
He was this, and we were coming up.
Right.
So how the fuck do you, how do you clock somebody behind?
Right.
And give it right. And what's funny is he was trying to run those fucking like mind tricks that cops do, but being as my uncle, he's a fucking cop. He already know that Yoda shit. So he's like basically he was trying to get him to say that he was like speeding or whatever, which he wasn't, or whatever. And like, cause like he was just guesstimating numbers, cause like at first he threw it from like 80 to like 70 to back to 80. So
like make your mind up, my nigga.
Yeah. So he didn't ask for like his license, registration, or whatever, and then like the motherfucker snatches it right out of Cliff's hand or whatever. And then like what's funny was like when he took it back to the car or whatever, and he was like sitting there, and he was like, okay, he was like, was it me? Was it just me? Or did he just snatch that shit out of my hand? And I was like, he totally snatched that shit out of your hand. He was like, man, this dude here, he's like, man, like, he's like, this is fucking crazy. Like, the unprofessional, like, my uncle at this point, he was getting pissed off because, like, he takes his job.
It's already hard enough to...
Right, he takes his job.
I think that it's fucked up police everywhere.
Right, that's his thinking. Like, he was like, you know, guys like him, that be fucking it up for the whole bunch. Yeah, and he was like, he was really getting pissed off at how unprofessional this motherfucker was.
Yeah.
Because, like, he was already feeding them bullshit, saying that, trying to make up shit and all this other shit. And he was like, we was like waiting for like 30 minutes or whatever, and he was like, okay. I was like, okay. I see a second car. I was like, second car rolled past. He's like, oh, that's normal, because if such rolling by themselves, then they call another station or whatever, is backup or whatever, since it's like 2 people in the car. I was telling him, I was like, yeah, because this motherfucker looked like he got an itchy trigger finger. So I was like, I'm not gonna do anything, reach for anything, or anything like that. And basically, I guess when the backup gets there or whatever, the guy comes back to the window and he's like, well, consider it your fucking lucky day that the system is down and I'm not going to be able to give you a ticket, so just get the fuck out of here or whatever. And my uncle was like, being a professional that he is, and he was like, he was like, because the guy was like, any questions or anything like that, and he's like, yeah, I got a quick question, and he's like, asked him something, and I forgot what the fuck he asked him, but
he said shit that you ain't never heard of before. But
my uncle asked him. Right, basically it was like that. In layman's terms, he basically asked,
using words and shit like, "Man, how the fuck did you clock us in front of us and shit like that?"
Right, when he was in front of us. But like, what's funny is that my uncle was like that, and then like the guy was like, basically like fucking yelling, and he was like, well, if you want to sit here and argue about it, I can wait for the system to come back up and give you the fucking ticket and have you standing here waiting an hour. And I was like,
shit, that's what I got shit to do.
And right,
it looks like traffic ahead.
Right, my uncle was like, this guy's a fucking, he's like, see, this is the type of shit that pisses me off, because people think that we all like this motherfucker. Yeah. And there's people like this that be fucking things up.
One rotten apple spoils the bunch.
Yeah, he was like really pissed off the whole car ride. So he was like, he drove out, he was like, fucking asshole. He like yelled at, like he fucking
yeah.
I was like, oh man. I was like, why you, I was like, cause I was like, at this point I knew he was like in cop mode and shit. And I was like, man, please don't
don't do that shit while I'm in the car with you. I'm not a
cop. But what's funny is like, we was driving and shit, and he was just talking about how unprofessional, and he's like, you know what? He's like, as soon as I get back, I'm gonna file a complaint against this motherfucker. And he's like, he was like, I already got his badge number, all this other shit, and all this other shit. And he's like, I hope he one of those badass motherfuckers that this is like they last straw that breaks the camel's back type of shit. Yeah. But
I can understand that.
Yeah, that I think the guy, like, he was being a dick, because he pulled out, he wasn't fucking looking at the fucking traffic, and then he just made up some kind of bullshit excuse to pull us over. And in the midst, I forgot to tell you, in the midst of him pulling us over and shit, he forgot to give his my uncle back his
ID and shit.
No, he gave him his ID. He didn't give him back his insurance.
Wow.
The car insurance. So he was like, this motherfucker was too busy being a fucking asshole. I was like, I'm gonna make sure I type this report and send it. And he's like, I'm gonna tell my boss and see if he knows somebody at the state, so we I definitely get this motherfucker. He's like, yeah, cause he's like, this is fucking ridiculous, man. He's like, in the midst of him being 100% asshole, this motherfucker forget to give me back my shit.
My shit, yeah.
And he's like,
it's kind of something that I need, my nigga.
Right. And I'm like, I was just shaking my head. I was like, I turned to him later when we was driving.
Setup.
Yeah, I was thinking
pull
that.
Over again, and then now you ain't got no
insurance. Yeah. Because I was thinking that, and I was like, man, because I know my uncle, he carries like his, he carries his weapon with him all the time, even if he off duty or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, whew, thank God you didn't have your fucking gun right here in the, cause like you normally keep it like in the dash, chilling and shit. I was like, man, thank God you didn't have that shit right there, cause I think I probably would have died today with a little itchy finger over here and shit. Yeah. I was like, he's like, nah, you would have been alright. I was like, nah, I was like, I'm not saying all police like that. I was just getting that particular vibe from him.
He said, I'm gonna be alright until I get shot in the ass cheek or something.
Right. It's like I was like me. I would be the first motherfucker he shoot because he right there. He had his whole damn body in the car.
Yeah.
He had a guy like, which was funny. I was like, racial profiling at its finest. Because what I think happened is he saw us in this nice ass car, and he was like, all right, he already wasn't paying attention when he was like pulling out. You could clearly see that. And we had to slow down enough for not to like even like hit him or anything like that. And for you to like make up a bullshit excuse and all this other shit. Like I was like, man, fuck that. Then my last one, I told you, bro, I was getting hit with this shit.
You're like an hour in and you still ain't got to no topics.
Right. I told you I got a lot, bro. I told you. See, when we take off a week, some shit happens. Shit happens.
Can't take off a week no more.
You can't take off a week no more. Shit happens, man. I told you, man.
You don't come in for that good luck therapy at the DADS podcast. Shit happens.
So, the last thing, I'll be quick about this so we can get to these fucking topics. So, this happened around the crib. And, I'm like waiting for a park, and you've been up by my crib. It's hard. Yeah, it's hard as hell to get parks by my crib.
We don't take over.
Yeah. So like this guy was basically pulling out of this parking spot, right? Mm-hmm. He already gone. So like I'm already here, waiting for him to basically pull out. So he pulls out. I come forward to basically parallel park, like I should do. This bitch decides to come up behind me.
We would have had a Seinfeld episode.
So,
remember that Seinfeld episode?
Yeah.
I think it was Kramer or somebody else. And they
one part has it,
we would have been doing that shit today.
Nah, it wasn't none of that shit. So, like, I'm sitting here and I'm, like, about to, like, basically parallel park. And, mind you, I'm in this big-ass truck, so.
Yeah.
This bitch is directly behind me, and I'm like, the fuck is she doing? And I was like, cause like I'm in reverse and I'm like beeping my horn, and she's like still sitting there or whatever, and like I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And then I raise my window down, like, move the fuck back,
right.
like
I'm get out, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. So then I fucking parallel park, and then I see this bitch come on the side, and she was talking some shit. I rolled my window down. I was like, bitch, like I was straight nigga on. I was like, bitch, this
has been rough for me right now. You better get the fuck on so you catch all this shit.
I was like, cause she get to talking shit, and she said some shit. She was like mumbling some shit, like fucking yelling. And I was like, look here, asshole, I've been waiting for this fucking part, and the fucking dude pulled out. Yeah. I was like, so I don't know what the fuck you thought this was. And then she pulled up, and it was so happened that my maintenance guy from my building was like outside, and he kind of saw an ordeal or whatever. But she had pulled up, and she was like still cussing and shit. She said some shit, and he caught it. Yeah. And he was like, hey. No, he's like, calm all that shit down.
She was talking another language or some shit?
No, she was talking that shit, like, probably calling me a nigga and all that good shit. Cause he was like, hey, calm that shit down. He's like, that's not necessary. And then she like drove up and whatever, and I was like,
my nigga, I seen a wild ass parking lot video. It was like I guess it was like in a Target or some shit like that. And somebody was pulling into a park, but it was another car like behind them or some shit. It was like two Asian ladies, and they jumped out the car, ran, and blocked the parking spot because that's the spot they wanted, blocking the person that was driving to that spot. Bro, them bitches would have been rolled over, like cartoon style flat, fucking with me. But yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, but that concludes my wild ass week.
Let me plug this fucking camera because it's not plugged up for the first time ever in history.
Yeah, because that was a long ass session because I know we ain't even get to the fucking topic.
Hell no.
Between last week and this week. Oh man, but that was my crazy ass week. Far as anything else, what it was, let's see. I haven't watched anything.
Did you play anything, Malcolm?
I did started playing. What you call it? Monster Hunter World.
Yes, my nigga. How is that?
So far, I only got to play it for a little bit at a time, but so far I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I know I'm getting kind of fucked up because like.
Did you see on the stream? I was like, nigga, do something.
Yeah. It was funny. It was funny because like I was learning the controls.
I know.
Yeah.
I was fucking with you.
I was learning the controls.
Like, nigga, go do a mission.
Because I had literally cut it on for the first time, and I was learning the controls, how to fight and all this stuff. And it was kind of fucking me up.
You was messing around with all the swords and shit.
I was trying to pick a weapon. There was so many to choose from. It was so many fucking weapons to choose from, and I didn't know which one fits my play style and stuff. And I'm like going in between the two, and then I'm stuck with like dual wheel. And what was fucking me up was I was like in terror mode.
Yeah.
So like when I would go out and hunt monsters and shit, I was like clicking some of the same buttons I would use for terror and shit. And I was like fucking myself up.
It's something isn't working here.
I was like, I was like, oh shit. I was like, different game. I was like a little bit same feel, but different game.
Yeah.
But for a little bit at a time I play, it's cool.
It definitely looked good though.
I gotta get to playing with some other people or something to see how it really is.
Yeah, I saw that shit. I was like, damn, I might need a PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit looked dope though.
Yeah, but that's the only thing I've been playing.
You watch anything?
No, I didn't think I'd watch anything. I might start watching Luke Cage since that dropped like a couple days ago.
Yeah, it did drop. I had seen where the interviews they did.
Yeah. Other than that,
I think that's all I want to ask you. I think. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I know I had an eventful ass week.
Yeah, it's all good though. Shit happens.
Yeah,
shit happens when the dread dads take a break. What's happening?
Man, nigga, I'm moving like your ass. It had to.
What you mean?
No, I'm at the move. Yeah, I'm moving. I'm not re-signing my lease at my current place.
Y'all staying up north?
Let's just say we're gonna be in Burbs. I might move where my mom is for a little bit.
Shit, that's a 3 hour drive.
Yep. So when we do these shows, I'm gonna be tired as fuck. So I'm gonna have to drive here in the city.
I can understand.
And drive back.
Shit.
Yeah. So.
Damn, you gonna do that for the job too?
No, for the job, you catch a fucking train.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna just do the training for the job. I'm not gonna drive to the city. Yeah, I do the metro. I know it's like for 2 hours. It's about the same as driving. 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah.
2 to 3 hours.
Damn, nigga.
Yeah, I know. But I just didn't want to re-sign my lease with that because we need a bigger spot anyway.
Yeah.
So
Understood.
I was like, I'd rather just take my time and just find something else than to just re-sign my lease and try to make everything work in this place and stuff because it's in 1 bedroom. So
yeah.
I was like, we already got one person in there, one extra person in there.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, it's gonna be hard trying to fit 2.
There's another little nigga on the way.
Right.
Hey, I think that's it. So yeah, that was our intro. Like, that was an hour and 26 seconds.
Yeah.
We still making no topicos.
Yeah. Sorry, people.
A lot of shit happened this last 2 weeks. Last week from weekend to weekend. What the fuck?
Weekend.
I don't know.
It's 2 weeks worth of
Father's Day to now.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
A lot of shit happened. Got a couple updates. Updating Malcolm on the 6ix9ine beef. If you want to care about that any. The nigga came to Chicago to take a bunch of pictures on O Block.
I heard he had a...
My nigga, they did a whole full report on this nigga. They was doing weather reports. I've never seen so many ghetto, meteorologists in my goddamn life, my nigga. Niggas was checking the weather, looking like, nigga, it's rains in this spot right here, but there ain't no rain right now on the block. And all type of shit, and them niggas was out here. But that shit happened. He actually came to Chicago. But he went to like O Block at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if that still counts, but if a nigga is banned, my nigga should be banned like No matter what time of day it is.
He's like, he should not be able to. Got y'all slacking, y'all sleep.
Yeah, so that shit happened. Then he got hair from like Chief Keef baby mama and shit, cause you know they beefing or some shit.
He took her shopping in New York or something.
Gave her like a Gucci fanny pack or some shit like that, and she gave him head. Damn, man, life is easy, I guess. That shit happened. I think that's the end of the beef. I don't think nothing else happened after that. Drake has still not responded. Tiana dropped the album.
Oh, Drake. Speaking of Drake, Drake hit the fucking Man in Black memory erase on something. It's like on niggas with the whole when he dropped that. What was that? What's that video?
The one he just dropped.
Yeah. He hit y'all. Yeah, I'm upset. I'm upset.
He went to Degrassi.
He hit y'all with the Degrassi shit. Everybody was got. I was like, yo.
You know the bad thing about Degrassi though? Like my nigga, I used to actually watch Degrassi, but I just remember after I saw that video, I was like, I wasn't into Degrassi as much as I thought I was. I don't remember none of these motherfuckers.
Yeah,
I just remember the nigga that shot Drake, and I remember Drake. Cause all the rest of them niggas,
you know
they got old face or some shit.
Yeah, because you know they had that little college half. I want to say that college spinoff half too. When they was bringing in new people.
I know they was bringing in new people.
And then they still had like the old core people that everybody know and love.
Yeah, I didn't know that. But I looked at the people like, bro, I don't know none of y'all niggas. But I did see Jay Silent Bob. I was like, Jay Silent Bob was on Degrassi. I was like, what the fuck? I did not know that.
I was like, that was just like a cameo spot because you know it's Toronto.
All right.
But I thought that was
But
funny.
He definitely hit the flag foot on that. Nigga, you are hiding a child. No, I'm not, motherfucker.
Everybody like, yo, did you see that Degrassi video? They're like, man, it's like I seen such and such. Remember? I was like, but motherfuckers forgot about the whole beef thing. I was like, dang, motherfuckers forgot real quick.
Nice. Gotta be nice.
I was like,
niggas forget everything in a week, boy.
I was like, man, I need that power, boy. I was like, I was sitting there thinking that. I was like, man, he got a good ass marketing team, boy. How do you? They're like, all right.
Top dollar.
It's like, how the fuck do we come back from this? We gotta do something to make everybody forget.
He said border, Degrassi.
Like, all right.
Bring everybody back.
How about this? We bring everybody from Degrassi back, and we have everybody chase down the guy that shot.
Niggas wanna bring up the past. All right, let's go back to the future on these bitches. Degrassi. All type of shit, bro. Yeah, that shit was wild as fuck.
Oh man. That's all I was seeing through my time. Like every girl was like, "Oh my god!" Like Degrassi. If you even watch Degrassi, then blah 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 blah. I was like,
wasn't part of your childhood shit. Yeah, it was Degrassi, my nigga. It wasn't that important.
I was like, man. It's quick how much forget. Like, you know, Push kind of killed him.
Yeah.
I was like, I still want to hear a response. I was like,
it's speculated that it's gonna be a double disc and there's gonna be more shit. Bro.
Yeah.
I'm done with that shit. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah.
Bro, you lost. It is what it is.
Yeah. He already got his L, but he kind of recovered.
You a boxer that had the coach throwing the white towel for you, my nigga.
Right. he already had the L, but during his little flash, everybody forgot about the L.
Niggas never forgot his whole Adidas line and got fucked up and shit, all type of shit. What the fuck else happened that I'm trying to update? Meek Mill went back to court again. Mm-hmm. For whatever reason. They just can't get this judge off the fucking stand. Even though the mayor, the governor, all the people that's over the judge has said, like, let this man go, let him be free. And plus he's been on probation for like 10 plus years or some shit like that. Yeah. So he's still fighting that case and shit like that. What else? There was some other shit that we had talked about I was trying to update, but that's all I can really remember. But what happened this week from Sunday to Sunday or Monday to whatever to now, moment silent, R.I.P. XXL Tentacion. He died, unfortunately. And when I seen that shit,
you actually seen it?
I watched the video only because dude dropped it in the group chat. But I like when I see shit like that and I actually see what the fuck it is, I cut it off immediately because I don't want to see shit like that. But when I'm just saying like when I got the news with me when I seen it. when I got the news, I was just like fuck out of here, like bro, like
that's crazy.
Like I didn't really believe it, and the crazy thing is like he talked about death so fucking much, and like if I die, like I think he made a video like the day before,
it was like a couple hours
days
before, yeah, it was a couple days before.
He was like,
that,
if I die, I just want to make sure that my music have an impact. Somebody kills me, I want to be the sacrifice and all this other shit. Like, my nigga, power to tongue, my nigga. Like, shit happens. Good, bad. That shit work both ways. That's a two-way street, my nigga. If you talk shit up, it will happen. Unfortunately.
All I want to say is this, like, you know, in spite of all the shit he done, like, that's bad and shit. Like,
he was doing good shit too.
I mean, yeah.
That's the only reason I really liked his music, because he talked about like depression and all that type of shit. He was like one of the advocates for that type of shit. Yeah. That's the only reason I really fucked with his music like that.
Like my whole take was this, like because I saw a lot of memes, a lot of people saying good and all that shit. Bro, I see some dumb I don't wish none of that shit on anybody. Like even good or bad. Like at the end of the day, we all human and shit, man. Like him, like, people just off dumb shit. Like, I understand he did a lot of stupid ass shit in his past and shit, but people don't deserve to basically what he got and shit. Yeah.
But the crazy thing is, they didn't already caught one of the motherfuckers that had murdered, that killed him.
Yeah.
And it was pretty much a robbery going bad, whatever the case is. And bruh, when I say the internet, these phones, and people are so fucking dumb, bruh, niggas are dumb as shit. All aside, killing him and robbing him is wrong and everything else like that. But the way that these dumb motherfuckers got caught is even like 10 times worse, my nigga. So, I think that's all I had to say about X. Just, he helped people and shit like that. So now let's get to this fucking case. So, he was going to buy a bike. He had a bag full of money, just like these niggas do. They got the Merce. Yeah. And they got hella bands in the fucking bag, whatever the case is. So he was going to buy a motorcycle. So whatever the fuck the case is, niggas was following him from wherever the first place he went to the motherfucking motorcycle place. The niggas went inside of the motorcycle place, damn near 10, 15 feet away from X, acting like they looking at bikes too. They seen this X, they seen how much money he had in his fucking bag. They go to a fucking convenience store, buy a mask with shoes that are identifiable, because guess what? Instagram, you have to post your fucking shoes a couple of days before you got them and you put them on and shit like that. Let's make that clear. That's one way that these niggas got caught. Also, convenience store has cameras. Also, convenience store and day of robbery, my nigga, you wear the exact same shoes that you have in the convenience store and on the fucking post that you have on Instagram. It gets deeper, Malcolm. So, the nigga, one of the niggas, I think it was like, I want to say it's 3 or 4 niggas. The nigga that they got in custody right now is the nigga that they're claiming that he didn't kill him or rob him, but he blocked the fucking car in, whatever the fuck the case is.
He's still accessible to murder.
Exactly. But, so, I forgot what the fuck I was going to say. So, this nigga, or whatever for the case is, they rob X, they kill him and everything like that. Instagram being Instagram, we have to flex with this money. We have to show all this money. And guess what?
Why are people so
Guess dumb? What? That Merce, guess what they do, Malcolm? They show it on Instagram. They showed the Merce that was on XXX and show it on Instagram. And guess what one of his homies said?
Ain't that
my nigga, why are you showing that on Instagram? And guess what the nigga retaliation response to that is? Man, fuck that shit, fuck that nigga, fuck them niggas. Oh, really? Really? Because after you rob and kill somebody, that's exactly what you want to do is
show it off.
Show off the money and the Merce that the man had on his fucking body of the fucking robbery and of the murder.
Oh man,
bruh,
you niggas make it easier for cops. Like they
bro, we don't have to try anymore.
They don't have to.
I'm a cop. I don't have to try anymore.
Cause like why? I'd be like, man, that ain't mine. You don't got any proof. Like, Your Honor, I would like to play a couple videos.
Fuck the videos. Honor, I got this nigga Instagram right here, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
this Instagram is right here, bro. Probably, like, I don't have to do anything else.
They probably do a whole PowerPoint, like.
I won't say shit else. Here's his phone. Slide that motherfucker right to the fucking judge, bro. Like, I don't gotta say shit else. That shit is not admissible in court. Nigga, that's plain as day fucking evidence, bro.
People just,
So they caught the nigga because of the convenience store footage of the nigga, because he had like some orange flip flops on and some orange shoes, some shit like that on. But my nigga, you go to the convenience store. First of all, what convenience store still sells ski masks? Like that's just an okay thing to do in the summertime. I just want to make that clear too. By the way, I don't know what convenience store is doing this in the summertime and thinking that doesn't mean like that's one of those signs, like one of those kids hollering at their mom saying "fuck you, bitch." Like a couple months later, that the mom ends up dead and shit, and like, oh, we didn't see this happening. Get the fuck out of here! Like you didn't see this shit. Like my nigga, the nigga is coming in the summertime to buy a ski mask. He's obviously going to rob somebody.
Hey, obviously.
Like what the fuck? Like who else is going to buy a ski mask?
It wasn't cold that day. It ain't gonna get cold tonight.
They're in Miami.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's hot as shit. So that shit happened, and plus the Instagram posts of this nigga him and some other niggas flashing the money and also showing the fucking bag. It was a Louis Vuitton bag or a Goyard bag. It was some type of fucking bag. I don't remember what type of bag it was, but they showing the fucking bag in the fucking video. Like, bro. But but what makes this even worse? So they caught these people. These are the right people that we're talking about right here, right? It was another group of people that were being accused of this shit. So, I forgot. His name is like Soldier Kid or Soldier something. I don't know what the fuck this nigga name. Not Soldier Boy, though. Let's make that clear. I don't want that nigga getting mad and shit. But this is how the internet is so fucking wild to me. Like, everybody is a fucking reporter, a meteorologist, and fucking
detective, all that good shit.
CSI, all that shit. So Soldier, whatever the fuck his name is, he's at a chicken spot like Wales or some shit like that, or J&J's Fish up the block, taking pictures of his food and a gun on the table. And it's like 5 minutes away from the bike shop that X is at. And they was saying like this nigga intersected him, or whatever the case is, and ended up killing X and doing all this other shit.
So basically it was one of those scenarios where this nigga was in the wrong place, wrong time, and people connected the dots.
But it's just the people though. It's not the police. It's not nobody else. It's just straight internet.
he's just a regular nigga just eating chicken and just showing off.
I just got my gun and my chicken, bro. Like, what's the problem? Like, if a nigga end up dead off the block from me, don't mean that I'm the motherfucker that did it. My nigga is Florida. Everybody got guns.
Yeah.
And everybody eats chicken, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So
you know you gotta keep your peace with you, cause Florida, man.
We got some stories about that shit later on.
Yeah.
Got a few stories I think about Florida. But yeah, so that shit happened. Soldier, whatever the fucking name is. But that nigga been getting popping. And plus, the thing about that nigga too, he had posted some shit on Instagram talking about, damn, I just slumped that nigga X too. He was posting shit like that on Twitter. He posted something like that and he posted something else, but he deleted the whole Twitter page or whatever the case is. Like, the internet doesn't save shit and whatever happens on the internet just goes the fuck away because you delete it. Yeah, sure. Anyway, yeah, so that had happened. And yeah, I think that's the whole case for that shit. So they got one of the niggas because he damn near self-snitched on himself. And I'm pretty sure other niggas is finna come around, especially if this nigga is just an accomplice and did whatever the fuck he did and didn't do any of the robbery or shooting. He's gonna snitch. I just want to wait on this first 48 video because that's where they mainly do it at, too, in Florida. So I'm just waiting on that. But yeah, I think that's the whole case for that XXX shit. So unfortunately, like, he's dead and shit like that, but it's been not even a week and motherfuckers is getting justice already too. So yeah, that's all I got for X. You good on that?
Yep.
You understand these ignorant ass niggas on Instagram?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So now is the time that I bring up a whole list of names that Malcolm will never know who the fuck these people are. So this week, Malcolm, they dropped the XXL list, freshman list.
Oh. I'm pretty sure I'm not.
When was the last time you were interested in the freshman XXL list, Malcolm?
I want to say maybe the last one I looked at was where I think it had J. Cole.
Holy shit! That's the last time?
No, it had like J. Cole, Big Sean,
French Montana. I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Yeah,
they dropped the
and then they have I want to say Kendrick or something.
Yeah, Wiz Khalifa. No, I don't think Kendrick was with that class. He was with the next class.
Well, whatever. Maybe the Kendrick one was the last one I seen.
The Kendrick one? Okay.
Yeah. I think. I don't know if those was
the last one I was interested in
before.
Was with Chance the Rapper.
Oh, yeah.
Figment's, I want to say August Alsina, maybe.
Well,
it was like a couple more people, too.
Well, I take it back.
That one, too.
Chance, because, like, everybody thought Chance was new on there.
Yeah,
but
he's
Chance
already
not.
putting the work, So This year, Malcolm, are you ready for these names? These are.
I'm pretty sure they just gonna fly.
It's only one little. So.
It's only one little this time.
Yeah, it's only one little. So you good?
It's always a little.
Of course. Guess who birthed that? Lil Wayne. Everybody wants to be a little now.
A little.
All right. So the first one we have is Ski Mask the Slump God. Say that 3 times fast, Malcolm. See how that works for you. Oh, it's two littles. I'm sorry. Shit.
He said, what was his name?
Ski Mask the Slump God.
That sounds like that's like trying to say Candyman or some shit in the mirror or something.
Yeah. The next one is Lil Pump. I think that's the nigga that sings Skid It. If you ever heard that. If you ever heard anybody just yell, Skid It. Yeah, it's knowing this shit.
I guess my ears are safe.
The next one is Smoke Perk.
Smoke Perk.
Yeah.
So his name is Smoke Perk?
His next rapper name is Smoke Perk. Smoke Perk.
Smoke Perk.
Yeah.
I guess he was smoking perk.
I don't
know. He decided to go with his name.
Oh, that's not the wildest name, Malcolm. It gets worse.
Okay.
The next one is JID.
Okay.
It's capital J dot I dot D.
Okay.
I don't know what that stands for.
Probably his initials or something.
Yeah, something like that. The next is Stefflon Don. That's a female. I think she's the only female on here. Yeah, she is.
Stefflon Don.
Yeah, and she's from Memphis.
It's not a bad name.
Yeah. The next name is Block Boy JB. So he obviously sold drugs.
Yeah. So we got a B-boy on that.
But he's one of the ones that I actually know for sure because he's had like features from like YG and Drake and I think somebody else I can't do. And plus he has the shoot dance. He's the one that everybody.
He's a shoot
yeah.
person. Okay.
Yeah, everybody's doing that shit. So it's no wonder why the fuck he's on there.
I always wonder who the fuck that was.
Yeah,
like I see everybody doing the dance and
JB.
all that stuff. So
yeah,
I just never knew because I've heard the
shoot song
before.
People going to the shit. Yeah.
Just never knew who the person.
Yeah. The next person is YBN Namir. Yeah. Trying to say that 3 times fast also. The next is Wi-Fi's Funeral.
What? Wait, say that.
It's Wi-Fi's Funeral.
Wi-Fi's Funeral?
No, Wi-Fi's Funeral. Just Wi-Fi. Just Wi-Fi's Funeral. That's his rapper name.
This nigga must have had a bad connection in his career for something.
I don't know, my nigga, but that nigga is all for net neutrality, if you ask me. The next person name is Trippie Redd.
Okay.
And the last person name is Little Skies.
Okay.
So yeah, that's this year's list. Malcolm,
have you listened? I literally don't. No offense, like I never.
Trippie Redd, I've listened to. He has a song called Love Scars. That's pretty good. Wi-Fi's Funeral, no. Little Skies has a video I like that's directed by not Taylor Bennett. What the fuck is dude, man? The Lyrical Lemonade guy. I can't think of his fucking name. He got a couple of dope visuals just because I like his visuals and shit like that. He redid the whole Millie video, Lil Wayne's Millie video, but he did it his own verse. Yeah, it's just like one shot.
Yeah.
But it's like a whole bunch of shit going on. All one take, one shot. Yeah. Black Boy JB, just of course because of his features and shit like that. YBN Namir, no. I haven't heard of his music. Stefflon Don, no. JID, no. Ski Mask Slump God, no. And Lil Pump, Skid It. That's about it. Just because that video was wild as fuck. Yeah. Oh, and he has the song Gucci Gang. Gucci Gang. Yeah, it's hard to miss that fucking song.
Yeah. So that was on Instagram for a minute.
Yeah.
One of the little, when your I guess your avatar dances and shit, it was dancing.
Yeah. So it's kind of hard to miss that song, but other than that, yeah. Nah, I don't really.
I mean, not Instagram, Snapchat.
I don't listen to these people on a regular. Sorry.
Yeah, I really don't. That's why I'm like, no offense, like I really don't like.
And of course, backlash came and shit like that from whoever thinks that it could have been a better list. And of course, there can always be a better list because it's a list for a reason. But yeah. So a couple of other topics that we have this week, Malcolm. Would you like to start with Target baby daddy cards for Father's Day, or would you like to talk about Jamie Foxx slapping a girl with his penis? Yeah, we can go in either direction today, motherfucker. What's up?
I feel like the whole Jamie Foxx thing. Let's go with the Jamie Foxx.
Let's go with the Jamie Foxx thing. All right. So Jamie Foxx allegedly slapped a female with his penis.
How recent or
this was
past?
Back in the 90s.
Back in the 90s?
Back in the 90s. It's a woman that just popped out the blue saying that Jamie Foxx slapped her with a penis. And my question is, why was Jamie Foxx pants down in the first place? And how big is his penis? Because either that man has a wide reach or you were already down there and some shit was going down already.
That's what, yeah.
Like
I wasn't even thinking about that. That's a wild description. Like, you like, was she already down there or he just like standing up? Whoosh.
Yeah. Like it can go either way. Like either she didn't know that she was part of that scene. You know, when she gets a little wild and sex tapes and shit like that.
Yeah.
Start slapping people with penises and shit, and she didn't know that was gonna happen. Or like how did that situation come? Like no pun intended. How did that situation come about? Like like how close are you to this man that he's slapping you with his penis and shit though?
That's wild, man.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure it's not true because I haven't heard anything else about it. Yeah, Jamie Foxx said he's gonna sue this bitch for lying and shit like that.
Yeah, so. It's a lot of these people. This is wild.
This is a wild accusation.
No offense, but like some of these people that be long reaching like this, like they fucking it up for us. Yeah, no pun intended. No pun intended at all. So of these people, man, they be fucking it up for the people that have like
actually shit that happened to them and shit.
Yeah, like just because you trying to get money out of people, extorting people, like that's not cool, man. Like
yeah, so
I just
want
to put that out there.
I think that happened like the Monday that after we had missed the podcast too. So the shit old as fuck, and I haven't heard anything else about it either. So.
Yeah, it probably wiggled away.
Yeah, so I thought that shit was wild though.
I don't want to say somebody else was accused of some shit.
I wonder if it was a deal though. It probably was a deal though. I'm just wondering, my nigga, cause like, what are you doing down there to get slapped?
He just immediately just like, oh, how you doing?
So yeah, that happened. Next topic, so Father's Day is a special day, but let's not forget about the baby daddies, says Target.
Yeah.
So Target dropped a line of baby daddy cards.
I found that shit hilarious.
I did not. Let me see if I can find. I probably ain't.
Because my wife showed me that, and she was like cracking up. She
was like, I know it was a picture on the card, but I did not know if they were black or not. So I didn't know.
I know because
if I should be offended or not.
I think a lot of people. I think a lot of people are offended because usually people associate the word baby daddy with black people,
but
even though
baby daddy all the time for the little dumb shit though too.
Because like at the same time, it's not a.
Oh shit! They might be black. I see a Caesar cut.
Oh wow! I didn't see this card.
Yeah, this is the card I seen. I just never actually looked at it. Yeah, they might be black.
Yeah, they got.
Oh, and she got them type of hood heels on too. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that card.
The female got the bob cut with the hood heels on. Yeah, they black.
See that card I didn't see. I just saw one of those like typical like one of those typical Hallmark cards that you see every day with like words and shit like that. I didn't see the actual like faded out like picture and then say baby daddy on it.
First off, let's put a description in this bitch that she has in her hand. First of all, this bitch has a 3T shirt or outfit with Peppa Pig on it, and she's showing this baby daddy card. So she obviously wanted this card in the first place. So she needs to stop acting like she wasn't there trying to get this motherfucker. Like she's trying to expose the motherfucker, by the way. But yeah. So I want to see. Did the card say something on the inside? Because the Target cut this shit out immediately.
Yeah.
As soon as they seen this shit. But my nigga, I don't even know if Hallmark made this shit. But my nigga, how does this get past anybody? Period though.
Hey man, sometimes they
like 2018 baby daddy cards, we dropping them. Boom. Like nobody approves this shit. Disapproves this shit. Like what's going on?
This day and age, a lot of millennials are not getting married. So. What should we do?
Yeah.
Let's make baby daddy cards. All right.
No, it's nothing on there.
Nothing on the inside?
No, it's not saying that it does.
Because I seen a card, I seen another card that was like that, but it had the whole baby daddy thing, and then like the inside it had like
shit. It said some shit on it?
Yeah.
Inside? Damn.
So I just assume because the whole thing, I just assume because like, you know, people usually associate, which is sad, like baby daddy with black people.
Would you be offended if
but
your wife
everybody has baby daddy. Well,
I would take this as a joke.
I mean, I would laugh at it because like I was like, we got
a description, Malcolm.
Oh, we got something in this side.
Oh yeah.
All right.
That's what the research on the DADS podcast gets you. You're a wonderful husband and father. Oh, so it's a joking card at that. Okay. So you're a wonderful husband and father, and I'm so grateful to have you as my partner, my friend, and my baby daddy. Happy Father's Day. Oh, that's a fucking joke card. So it wasn't even nothing like serious or something like that. It says husband and father and my partner and all this other shit.
I think it probably
so
said.
So it was a jokingly card. It's just one of them cards that should have been like Spencer's and not Target.
Miss, yeah.
It should have been in Spencer's, not Target. I think that's the problem.
Yeah, that's funny.
Next, Malcolm. I'm pretty sure you haven't been to any, but have you ever been to like an African funeral?
African funeral? No, not.
All right. Well, something got wild at this one African funeral that he buried his father in a BMW. He put a whole BMW in the grave. In the grave? Yeah.
Somebody gonna dig that out.
He promised the African guy that buried his father. He promised his father like a brand new car, and then he just ended up dying like the next week or week after or the week before, whatever the case is.
Oh man, that's sad.
And the son just said, "Fuck it, I won't put this work to waste and put the BMW. You can get buried with it." And my thing is when they
somebody, I was like, somebody gonna do the disrespectful thing and dig their car out.
Yeah, but
keep it.
Would you blame them?
Would I blame what? Them?
Yeah. Oh. I'm just saying.
If it's a new car?
It was a brand new car. It was a brand new BMW, like 2018. Like when it might have a dead body, but it still has a brand new car smell.
That's crazy. It's gonna have that funeral smell too.
I mean, unless he got buried with the windows rolled down, I think we can still drive this motherfucker. I'm just saying.
Mad as hell.
So yeah, that happened. Malcolm.
What's up?
Did you see Dennis Rodman break down on CNN talking about Kim Jong-un or whatever the fuck this nigga name is?
Kim Jong-un.
Yeah, him. Did you see Dennis Rodman break down, like crying?
No, I know. I was just talking to somebody about Kim Jong-un.
They be fucking shit.
No, him and Rodman's relationship is random and weird. Like, they've been friends since he was like...
Fucking, that's what you meant to say.
I ain't gonna even speculate that, but I just find it weird because like they've been doing that since like the 90s when he used to play for the Bulls and stuff, like going out there flying and spending time with dude and stuff. But I just find it weird. Like their whole relationship is weird. I mean, Rodman is weird.
You don't invest that much time and money into somebody that you ain't fucking, Malcolm.
Yeah. You're probably right about that. You're probably right.
Let me see if I can find just a clip of him crying.
That's crazy.
Shit. Cause they only got the thumbnails, but this is like a 13-minute or 16-minute fucking video. Nobody wants to watch that shit.
What? Like
he was crying on CNN. Somebody was
about what?
Him.
About him, like
this is a Kimmel clip. Fuck, that ain't gonna show what the fuck I need to show. I don't know, my nigga. They was just saying like he was saying like whatever this nigga name Kim Jong-un was like a good person and all this other shit. Like stop being mean to him type shit. Like, he was protecting them. Yeah, he was protecting them and shit.
Cause I
really want to find a clip of
since we're talking about him, him and Donald Trump had the whole summit shit. Cause remember before they was like off and on, like Donald Trump was like, nope, fuck him, and Kim Jong-un was like, fuck him. They're like, we ain't doing this summit shit. And then it was like, all right, we doing this summit shit.
What we do have to talk about, unfortunately, I don't even think I put that in the notes. Well, I probably did. I don't remember. Since we talking about Trump anyway, fuck it, I can't find the video. This motherfucker. Took that border patrol shit to a whole new fucking level.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how long this shit been going on, but I actually started paying attention to the shit this week. Mm-hmm. This motherfucker is actually separating kids from their fucking families and got all the kids in like a damn concentration camp.
Yeah, it's like it's basically that's why I was.
And got the parents sitting on the outside of the fucking fences. In
some cases, the parents are being held in a whole different area, like. I want to say like a holding like cell or whatever to get prosecuted or some shit. it's basically fucking history repeating itself, bro. It's basically the same like Holocaust, because like people had like pictures of like some of these places, these camps where the kids like being held and shit, and like it's fucking insane, bro. If you like, people got a side by side picture of like of what the pictures look like for concentration camps and what they look like now, and it's basically the same, and it shit is like heartbreaking, man. That like you got kids as old as like I want to say from like maybe like six. Well, no, it's some younger ones in there too, like 6 months, 6 month olds or and shit up until like I want to say like maybe like 8, 9. Or something like that, fuck, and it's really sad, man.
That shit's sick as fuck. What I was gonna say, they it was a lady that's in charge or that's with the Trump administration or some shit like that.
Yeah, these motherfuckers.
And she had went on lunch or some shit like that, and she had got some Mexican food from somewhere, and it's like she was like super mad, disrespectful, and plus like she's pro what the fuck they doing right now, and they Game of Thrones her ass the whole time she was eating.
Yeah.
It was shame.
Yeah, I saw that. And she was like, she said something like she wanted to eat in peace, and she's like, those kids ain't eating in peace, so why should you? Shame. I was like, oh.
My nigga, you know how motherfucking all balance you gotta be the motherfucking try eating shit while motherfuckers hollering shame at you and shit.
Yeah, man. All I want to say about this whole situation is, people are forgetting that we're all like humans and shit, man. Like, I understand the whole concept of people feeling like, oh, this is taken away, this is getting taken away because we got immigrants and shit. But you gotta think, man, at the end of the day, none of us here in the United States are really like native to this place. I mean, we are now, but as far as history wise, the only motherfuckers that should be trying to kick motherfuckers out should be the Native Americans here. Yeah, exactly. Because like I don't get how like you like your ancestors came, kicked some people out of their spot,
took some shit over,
and now you trying to kick immigrants out, talking about some you don't belong here shit.
Like,
you don't belong here either.
You the immigrant.
Yeah, you the immigrant. If I was Native American, I would fucking say that too. Like,
you just got a motherfucker about a couple years, motherfucker. You the immigrant too, though.
Right. Like, I just can't with like stupid people too about this whole ordeal and stuff too, because like it really pisses me off.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, like somebody brought up like counter argument and shit, and then another person, like I was like literally watching like these two people like go at it, and this other person brought up like a picture, and it was like an article of some I want to say it was like 8, I think it was like 8 or 4 like Russian women who had like kids or some shit with somebody, and like they get to stay here or some shit, and I found that wildly interesting. I was like, so okay, it's okay if anybody that's white, that aren't brown, black, or yellow, it's fine. It's not okay with them, but it's okay with a certain group. Yeah. And that's completely like nuts.
Blonde hair and white, it's alright.
It's alright if you're all white.
So yeah, that shit happened. I just thought that shit was sick as fuck when I actually seen that shit. I was like, how the fuck do you even separate? And then they just treating kids like shit, like they giving them like aluminum fucking like blankets and shit, and they sleeping on cots and shit. Outside, like they sleeping outside on cots with like aluminum blankets and shit.
I think one of them.
My nigga, these are fucking kids, my nigga. Like these ain't no fucking adults or some shit that could probably get used to these type of situations or some type of shit like that.
These are kids.
These are fucking kids, like.
And these kids are gonna be fucking These kids are traumatized too, because you ripping them away from because like I was listening to the audio from like one of like. I guess somebody recorded from one of the camps or whatever, and one what you call it, I guess the patrol people were like kind of like making fun of like the kid, and it was like really sad and it angered me, man. Like this is a whole child, and this child was scared. This child is scared, and it's like screaming for like its auntie to like anybody to pick her up.
Anybody looks
and it's crazy because like I guess they played it for like the auntie, and the auntie said she wish she could, but like she can't because her circumstances.
All shit search that she could do at the same time too.
Right, and it was like she's pretty much put in a hard place and shit. And she said she felt so fucking bad because she would love to like take him, but
just pick up and go.
But like she couldn't. Like it's just the whole thing is sad, man.
That shit. Yeah, that's fucked up. Yeah, that's enough of that shit though. And hopefully that's all the sad news.
Sad news that we update to that. I guess he retracting this whole.
Oh yeah, he's taking it back. Yeah. He's taking that shit back now. Yeah. I seen that shit too. Like now he wants to stop the shit.
But what's pissing me off is
the same thing that fucks shit up. Motherfucker, these kids gonna have PTSD after this shit.
Yeah, they are.
That shit gonna be wild as fuck.
They
like
are.
Now when these motherfucking kids actually do grow up to be murderers and all this other shit, motherfucker.
That you claim that they are.
Exactly. Now who the fuck is to blame? Because after you put these kids in this traumatic ass situation, and when they actually become part of this fucking environment that you didn't put their ass in, who the fuck is to blame now? That shit wild as fuck though.
It's funny to me that how like this motherfucker was blaming the Obama administration, and this motherfucker was blaming like the Democrats. Like that shit didn't have anything to do with that. Yeah, this was your ruling. This was your people. You guys made this decision. You guys went on this shit. Like I'm tired of hearing that stupid ass shit.
Yeah. That's all I got to say about that. You good?
Yeah.
Alright, let's get to some fuck shit. Malcolm. They don't have the music for this, so unfortunately we gotta go silent. But there's a dancing FBI agent.
Oh yeah,
who accidentally shot a fire off. You seen this already?
This dumb motherfucker here.
We gonna watch it again. Ain't no sound to it, no way. But who do you sue?
You sue the.
If you're shot,
you sue the FBI for like it's his fault for negligence. Like he.
First of all, his gun is in no holster. And first of all, I've never seen anybody do just a backflip and their gun not fall out unless this is like a fucking movie. Like why are you dancing and doing backflips and shit with a loaded fucking gun, not on safety and shit and everything like that? So, and people wonder what the fuck is wrong with America and the fucking gun laws right now. So like, I can't go to an all-white club and just kick it without getting shot either. Like it's nowhere is safe, nowhere is sacred.
This motherfucker is a stupid motherfucker. Cause
that shit wild.
First of all, they say he we already know he's drunk.
Oh, he's drunk as shit.
Second of all, even if he drop a weapon, you shouldn't reach for it like that. That's stupid.
The only time a white person just breaks a whole circle, breaks down everybody, and pushes everybody in a whole circle is because they finna break dance and they're drunk as shit and they finna do some dumb shit. You know, black people sometimes do that, but you usually do that shit when we finna fake footwork.
Yeah. I got your ass.
You push all the homies out and shit like that. No, not really though. Like my footwork ain't shit. Yeah, but that only happens at like white people parties when they finna do like headspins and shit. This dumb motherfucker did a whole backflip. Gun falls out. He reaches for the gun the first time. He misses the gun. The second time he reaches for it, somehow his hand ends up on the fucking trigger and he shoots the gun through the fucking crowd.
Oh, it gets better. They know that bullet that shot out.
Yeah, it hit somebody.
It hit somebody in the leg.
It shot a motherfucking leg.
Yep.
And the man talking about, I'm not pressing charges. Bullshit. I'm pressing all type of charges.
Yeah. Although like they paying for like his medical expenses.
Bro, I don't give no fuck.
They fucked up his
My nigga, send that shit to my motherfucking. Send that shit to wherever the fuck all my other bills go, my nigga. I'm about to sue the fuck out of y'all. I'm gonna choose where the fuck to spend this money at that I get from you motherfuckers. Y'all don't get to choose shit. I got shot. Shit. But yeah, man, this dumb motherfucker here, man. Another fucking. I ain't gonna say this is a dumb story, but this is kind of fucked up. Malcolm. So the Philadelphia, whatever the fuck they are. What's the baseball team? What the fuck are they? In Philly. I know it's a Bell or something. some shit on their fucking uniform or something.
You said Bell?
Yeah, I don't know. What the fuck the case is? Their mascot, the little weird green thing, I don't know what the fuck it's called. You know the little green fuzzy thing from baseball? My nigga. So they got a ritual where they shoot hot dogs out of a cannon, hot dog cannon from the field, and they shoot it up into the stands.
Wait, you shooting hot dogs out of a cannon?
They shoot hot dogs out of a cannon into the stands. I guess it's a free hot dog day, get 2 home runs or some shit tonight. I don't know. I haven't been to a baseball game. I don't fucking know.
No, they shout shirts out of cannons.
Exactly, but they shoot hot dogs.
Less dangerous.
Let's see. I want to rephrase this. An old lady got hit in the face with a hot dog, and
she got hit in the face with a wiener.
She got hit in the face with a wiener, yeah. And she said like it came too fast, and she couldn't move, so like it hit her. Now when I show you the video and show you the picture of this lady, you gonna be like, "What the fuck type of hot dog was that?"
Oh man, she must got a black eye or something.
Bruh, I'll finna show you, my nigga.
Jesus Christ! What the fuck, man?
So the funny thing about this...
Wait. First of all, I want to say, was this hot dog hot?
I hope so. I hope it wasn't fucking frozen.
So,
the way she got hit though, and the way she looked, it looked like it was frozen.
It looked like it was something because, like, if it was hot, that's adding.
But you want to know something else funny about their hot dogs? They had them wrapped in duct tape for the cannon. Whatever the fuck, the duct tape helps.
Jesus Christ, man.
So they hit this old ass lady.
Who the fuck idea was that?
But
that
guess what?
A bright idea.
This is a regular thing that they do though. This is something regular. So oh yeah, she's not pressing charges either. I don't know what the fuck it is for white people not pressing charges, but I'm trying to get some fucking money. I don't know about these motherfuckers. They dumb as shit. Yeah. But she's still rooting for, and the Phillies or whatever are paying her medical costs and shit like that. But Granny gotta walk around like this. I just gotta say shit. Granny ain't been dicked out a long time because she didn't know how to move when the dick was coming.
Come on, bro.
She didn't know how to move. She's like, oh, Jamie Foxx now.
Your ass is ridiculous, man. No pun intended.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
So, yeah, it's been a long time for Granny. She ain't had no wiener in her face in a long time.
That's fucking crazy, man. It looked like somebody literally punched her in the face.
Yeah, she got hit with a hot dog. One day, I just want to know how fast was that hot dog coming? How fast was it coming? And how far was it?
We gonna do some quick math and
she had to be behind the fucking net if you ask me. And that motherfucker had to come straight. There's no way in hell that motherfucker went up like this and then just came down and bombed on her ass or something like that, bro.
The way her eye looks, it's... You said the hot dog was duct tape.
It was in a cannon, my nigga. Look at the cannon. That's the cannon. It's a hot dog cannon.
Oh my god.
That's the little green thing I was talking about. So I don't know.
Jesus, bruh.
Yeah, she got fucked up. Yeah.
And it was swollen, so that...
Swollen, cut, all that shit. Yeah.
Even if it was in foil and shit, and duct tape, I'm pretty sure she suffered some burns, bro, too.
Granny got a black eye, bro.
That's crazy.
Granny got a fucking black eye. My nigga, she got hit with a fucking baseball and didn't even fucking know it. It was a baseball in that aluminum wrapper, bro. So yeah, that happened. You ready for even more worse stories, man?
Yeah, I guess. How much worse can you get?
Hold on. So this week, Florida woman
this time, huh? No, are we getting a Florida man later?
I'm just gonna play this story. It's only 46 seconds. Hopefully the audio is working right. All right, cool. You ready, Mark?
Yeah.
Damn, what time stamp this is so I can remember. 2:11. Cool. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
A woman in Florida shot her estranged husband in the testicles after he tried to take the air conditioning unit from her home. An arrest report says that 35-year-old Kimberly Dunn sat on the AC unit while her husband and his brother attempted to take it, according to the Miami Herald. At her home in Lake City, she apparently had a stun gun and a handgun, both of which were not.
She's like, hey, you ain't taking shit.
It gets worse.
A handgun and fired one shot in the direction of her
pause.
husband.
This bitch had a regular gun and a stun gun.
Damn.
She was ready for war, and niggas trying to take her. That's
must have been hot as hell that week.
That's like when you get the text saying like, I'm finna pull up on you, there's finna be some shit. Like she grabbed all the guns out of the whole house and said, come on, bitch. Come get this AC if you want to.
Man, it must have been hot as hell that week. She's like, you ain't taking shit.
So before I press play again, the lady and her estranged husband, whatever the fuck estranged means, I don't know.
I'm guessing they working through shit. Divorce or
yeah, therapy is out the question right now.
Probably.
So what are the problems in your marriage? Well,
she shot me in the nuts.
Yeah, so this lady shot her husband in the dick, and the story gets worse. You ready, Mark?
Oh my god.
3, 2, 1. Continuation.
His brother then managed.
She only shot one shot though.
She passed out. After which, he rushed his brother to the hospital.
So the brother strangled this bitch until she passed out.
Okay.
While the brother's already shot the nuts.
However,
like, bro,
didn't show up to court
fuck that bitch right
for the incident.
I'll be like, yo, call the ambulance. I mean, he did kind of right because you don't want her shooting you in the nuts.
That bitch only took one shot. It's 2 of us.
Hey, but
then she aimed at the husband. She could have shot him. So it's obviously to see who the fuck her target is already.
Hey, but she probably had 17 in the clip though, so I wouldn't take no chances with her either. She just shot my brother in the nuts.
I don't know. Hey, he choked that ass out, bro. Yeah. So this week, that was our Florida woman for this week.
Yeah, she wild for that, man. I was like, man, the heat really do stuff to people, man. She's like crazy.
It was hot as shit. That bitch had a taser and a regular gun.
She was gonna either tase him in the nuts or just shoot it off.
Well, since we're talking about shooting, Malcolm, this happened. Did you hear about the Eminem performance that he was doing at the concert?
Yeah, his
shots or some shit like that.
Well, here, yeah, a lot of people feel offended by that, but like
because
Eminem,
the Las Vegas shooting.
Yeah, so really, it wasn't any gunshots in the music. It was his pyrotechnic shit that was going off, like basically explosions, like fireworks shit that go on the stage and shit. And people just assumed it was like gunshots.
Bro, if you're that paranoid at this point, just don't go to the fucking concert.
Yeah, so I'm glad his people issued a statement on that because there was so many people like, we have so many school shootings in China. You should be appalled, rapper using live gunshot. He's like, first of all, it's not a gunshot. Second of all, it's pyrotechnics.
Yeah, tell that shit to nigga on Joe Budden podcast. Technically, all that nigga do is shoot gunshots on his podcast. So yeah, that shit had happened. I forgot when the fuck that even happened. That was a while ago.
Yeah, it was like the week we was on.
Yeah. It's an article saying that net neutrality is dead and what now? Malcolm, I didn't read this article, no shit like that. I just want to see, have you seen anything different from net neutrality being dead?
Well, first it went through, so I guess now that they trying to repeal it.
Yeah.
So basically it was in favor for all of us.
Okay.
But now they they basically like repealing it, so it's gonna probably be, we'll see what happens later on down the line.
I just want to see if you have seen any
updates for that.
Yeah. Pay this much for this much time on your internet that you pay for on a monthly basis. Malcolm, this is something that you probably care about missing. 100 stripped down for Chicago's World Naked Bike Ride.
Nah, I'm good. Actually, I want to say...
You see any Wang Dang Doodles out there one day downtown? I wonder what the fuck is going on.
I want to say, yeah. It was funny you mentioned that because it was like maybe 2 years ago when he had that.
Yeah.
And it was like late too. And I was coming from somewhere, I think, it was something to do with work, but I was like downtown already late or whatever. And I was like, all right, I was walking around and I was about to go home and stuff. And then I see like all these people, like, okay, I see a couple people with the shirts off and stuff like that. I'm like, okay. And I see somebody riding in underwear. I'm like, okay. Then I see like
what the
like it was like this is how it happened. Like, okay, it was like five people on bikes.
Yeah.
Like they rolled past, and that was the group, like shirts and underwear and shit.
Uh-huh.
Then it got weird where like cause like there was a huge gap between that and like I want to say like 4 to 5 minutes later, I seen the rest of the whole bike thing, and it was like people just like bras,
so
naked,
many dicks.
naked and stuff. I was like, whoa. I was like, what the hell kind of event this is? Because like half the street was like blocked off, and I was wondering, I was like, some kind of marathon or something. And then I seen the rest of the naked people. I was like, all right, time to go.
Time to get the fuck from downtown.
I was like, man, either I'm tired as fuck, because I had a long ass day that day. I was like,
a bunch of naked people with dicks out.
Right. I'm like, man, I must be tired as fuck.
I'm not comfortable right now.
I was like, man, my imagination getting away from me. I must be really tired. If I think I see naked people.
Oh shit, that's funny as fuck. Malcolm, this might be old, but whatever the fuck the case is, we talked about this before. IHOP going to IHOP. Malcolm almost guessed right.
Yeah.
He said breakfast.
I said breakfast, but it's burgers.
Which we was definitely dogging the shit out of IHOP for like lunch and dinner.
Yeah, because like everybody comes to. Everybody comes.
We was dogging the shit out of them because who the fuck goes to IHOP
for burgers
and dinners? But whoever came at them the hardest was Wendy's.
Oh yeah, Wendy's always. I think whoever controls Wendy's Twitter is like black or something, because like they always got like some snippy things. Cause they be going at McDonald's, they be going at everybody.
So Wendy's said with her ginger hair, can't wait to try a burger from the place that decided pancakes were too hard. So yeah, that happened. I guess IHOP replied, we don't want any beef with you. We just want to share our beef with the world. It's not good enough. Sorry, that wasn't worth the tweet.
Yeah.
Should just shut
it wasn't
the fuck
as
up.
witty.
Yeah, should just shut the fuck up, IHOP.
So just take your L quietly.
Yeah, exactly. Just shut the fuck up and take your L. Malcolm, Aquaman is dropping this year, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's just a picture. I don't think it's any video.
And
but
first look, fucking Black Manta.
Are you excited?
Just a mask.
Yeah, just a mask.
Yeah, I'm like, oh shit.
I was wondering, is this black guy? Is he supposed to be Aqualad? Maybe.
Oh shit. Huh?
Is Black Manta black?
Yeah, Black Manta's black.
Oh, yeah, no, it's
hence the name Black Manta.
I didn't know. I'm just saying, I've never seen Black Manta like with his mask off.
Yeah, you have. Have you
I never seen it with the mask.
Young Justice. Yeah, you know.
Sorry.
Oh.
Malcolm's clutching his pearls.
Oh.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, because season 8. Yeah, Young Justice season 2. Because the way they got it set up was Aqualad, his dad is Black Manta and shit. And,
okay.
Yeah, so like.
Okay. That's probably the route they're going probably. Okay.
Yeah. So I can't fucking wait.
Yeah. I forgot. When the fuck is this dropping? I know it's this year, December 21st.
Yeah, I want to see the changes they make, because I know everybody's whole gripe was the whole underwater shit that they did for
I forgot. Were they talking? Were they talking in bubbles or some shit?
Yeah, they was talking in like bubbles or some shit. For like underwater. So I want to see what they do. With the planets and all that stuff for us, instead of what they did for Justice League movie.
We shall see.
We shall see.
Malcolm, do you care about humans living on Mars?
Oh, speaking of space shit,
So, what happened?
You know, since those jobs fell out for me, I think we're gonna join Space Force.
Space Force.
Space Force.
Power Rangers. Space Force.
Yeah, because your president is so adamant about it.
That nigga funny as shit.
Yeah, so Space Force is coming, motherfuckers.
That nigga gonna always have something to talk about, bro.
But what's funny is,
yeah, it's a Space Force on the way, but we have no anything.
Man, that's funny. Oh man, that dude, that guy's egos is crazy, man. We can't even take care of problems here. You talking about adding more shit to our equation?
First of all, you're talking about space.
Space.
unknown space like that.
Yeah, garden here. I was like, nigga, this ain't Galaxy of the Guardians.
That shit's funny.
But I've seen so many fucking funny ass memes for Space Force.
I think we had put that in a group chat like 2 weeks ago or some shit like that. That was
the first one. Yeah, because we meant we got it.
That was a while ago.
Talked about it a while ago. Yeah, because he said it on one of those like veteran holidays or whatever that had came up a while ago.
Yeah.
And he mentioned it there, but this time. I guess motherfuckers didn't see it the first time he mentioned it, but like this time, everybody like noticed it this time because he was like in deep with it. So,
yeah, shit funny.
Nigga, let's sign up for Space Force.
Yeah, why not, man?
Why not? Hey, we ain't gonna see no action to probably the time we dead or some shit.
Yeah, right. Tell that to the motherfucking astronauts who ain't been back from the last Space Force.
Oh man.
Next, we got. On the agenda, I was gonna say this because we actually have a trailer for this, Malcolm.
Yeah, trailer.
Yes, we have the actual real trailer. But there's an article from Polygon. Everything we know about Dragon Ball Heroes. So I think it has a release date, and like a few character reveals and shit like that. But I think I just want to wait till the fucking trailer because I actually do have the trailer.
Okay, cool.
So we're gonna wait for all that shit. But they were saying it's like it's new Frieza designs and all type of shit in this motherfucker, so...
Yeah, everything from, like, Dragon Ball...
Oh, shit.
Dragon Ball to, like, Dragon Ball Z to Dragon Ball GT to Dragon Ball Super.
Yeah.
Every form of whatever they had is in this fucking shit.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Can't wait.
Can't wait either, shit.
Next... The MTV Movie Awards, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, MTV Movie and TV Awards happened while we were gone. And of course, Michael B. Jordan won for the best villain of Killmonger.
Yeah.
And he came out with the shots like pew 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 pew.
I didn't hear his
pistols.
I didn't hear his speech, but when I heard this, I was like, okay, because I saw like a meme or a tweet, and I kind of agreed with this person. They was like, the nerd in me says, how the fuck did this happen? Like he beat Thanos.
Yeah.
But the black person was like clapping.
Yeah.
I was like, that's how I felt about it. I was like, yeah, I felt exactly the same way. I was like, I was happy that he did, but I was like, how the fuck? Like the nerd in me was like, how the fuck you beat Thanos?
This nigga killed everybody.
yeah, that's not the thing. I was like, but the black person was like, yes.
All right, cool. We got one.
That's exactly how I took it. I was like, we got one. I was like, all right, cool.
So I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but so Michael B. Jordan pretty much just got on stage and said, I can't believe I won Best Villain. Man, I really thought Roseanne Barr had me.
Oh!
Finger pistols. Yeah, so he got on stage and said that shit. A lot of people was like, oh, a lot of people was like, it is MTV and I guess majority white.
That's hilarious. Hey, man, if we ever run into Michael B. Jordan, I want to hang out with you, dude.
Because, and he said when he was up there, he was like, I know this might seem defensible of cases, but Chadwick Boseman tired of you motherfuckers start walking up to him saying shit. Wakanda forever, dude. Wakanda forever. He said that during the speech too. He said all that shit during the speech, bro. That shit was hilarious.
You know what's funny? Because he was at Michael B. Jordan was at an interview.
Yeah, he told me this.
And this chick decided to do it. She's like, yeah, the movie had great success and all this stuff, and you did a great job and all this. And they was here to talk about something else. Yeah. And she went like this. And he was like, he said, I ain't from Wakanda.
Wakanda? The fuck are you talking about?
I started rolling. And she was like in that like state of like scared, confusion look, like, oh shit, I'm sorry, did I offend you? Like type of deal. I thought that was funny, yeah.
That was funny.
Oh man.
Yeah, so that happened. I'm looking for the article I just pulled up, but I probably lost the shit.
But since we talked about Chadwick won too.
Yeah.
Hero. Best hero or some shit.
Too. Because we on the Roseanne part. with the show being canceled now.
Yeah, they did the spinoff, which I thought was gonna happen. Yeah. So I was right on the money.
So I don't know. I'm assuming the whole. I wonder if they just gonna kill Roseanne like they killed like Charlie from 2.5 Men. So they just keep the show going like I'm trying to see what the fuck is going on.
They probably gonna
because like it's John Goodman coming back too and all that type of shit. Like I don't know.
They probably gonna have it starring the person. They probably gonna do like another location and just probably have everybody.
Because it's called something. Damn, what the fuck is the name of it? It had a name. The Connors. The Connors. I don't know. I've never watched Roseanne, so I don't know who the Connors is. Roseanne and John Goodman are really the only two characters that I know from the Roseanne show anyway. But yeah, so the spinoff is gonna be called The Connors. So they fixed that shit pretty quick. Yeah. Ain't got Roseanne to fuck up out of here. But yeah, that's happening.
Yeah, she fucked herself up for that.
Yeah, definitely. So fuck her. I'm happy that all the people that was on the crew and set and shit like that.
They get to keep their jobs.
Got jobs and get them straight and shit like that. So I'm happy for that. Next we got a grandma strangles a rabbit bobcat with bare hands.
Damn, this is a strong ass grandma.
Hey, grandma was with the shits.
You know how strong? Like, I wonder how big this fucking bobcat was.
I don't know. But if it's the one in this picture, it ain't that big, but it is like laying down a little bit, so I don't know.
Yeah, he might be hunched down.
Oh, my nigga, this grandma, 46-year-old. She ain't no grandma.
Hey, grandma. Hey.
I would have been most surprised like she was like 70 or 80 or some shit like that.
Oh, that she like, hey man, this is strong grandmas. I just seen an article. This grandma was like 80 or some shit. She looked like she was in like 40s. Like
did you see did you see the samurai grandma that I put in the group chat?
No.
No, you didn't see the video?
No, I didn't see it.
It's a samurai. It's like a samurai grandma or some shit. Like she teach classes and shit like that.
Word.
All type of shit. She old as shit too. I thought she was older. My bad. Malcolm. I'm pretty sure we put
I'm still curious how the fuck she strangled that bobcat.
I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck the reason is, but she did what she had to do.
Yeah.
She did her due diligence. That's all. Whatever the fuck the threat was, she halted that shit. So it don't matter. She got that bobcat the fuck out of here.
You know what I thought about when you said she strangled the bobcat?
Yeah.
I thought about that scene from Dave Chappelle's skit where he was like, it's like, this is straight panda. I had Hulk Hogan choke one out for me.
On the Cribs episode.
Yeah. I was just thinking that. I was like, damn. I was like, she's strong as fuck. She strangled the shit out of that fucking cat.
I said bare hands too, so my nigga, she was.
Yeah, she was in it. She was in it. I wondered if she ended up killing her or it just like ran off after that or something. Like, that's wild.
She got that bitch on her back. What is she talking about, nigga?
It's like, I'm sporting this coat.
That bitch motherfucking rug every time she step out the shower now.
Oh man.
So we talked about this like a while ago, and for the case is Disney was trying to buy Fox, I think. And Comcast came with the rebuttal. And Comcast just don't know who the fuck Disney is because these bitches thought it was sweet.
Disney be like, alright, here's your deal.
Here's your deal. Comcast said, alright, we can top that, y'all. And Disney came back, motherfucker.
We got money here.
$71 billion. Boy, Fox said, here, take it off.
Take it off.
Yeah, take X-Men. Take Fantastic Four. We don't want shit to do with none of these motherfucking mutants. None of this shit no more.
I'll tell you, man, it's coming soon, bro.
Bro, they're already, my nigga.
Hey, Mickey got the gauntlet.
A $71 billion contract, bro.
Mickey got the gauntlet, bro. He got the gauntlet.
If DC ever gets
he got that Fox
DC
stone.
better not ever get in hot water. It's over with. It's over with, bro. DC better not ever get in hot water. Disney gonna buy that shit, bro.
And Disney gonna collect that that all that's missing is the DC stone. Yeah, that's the last stone.
Man. So yeah, Walt Disney got they got 21st Century Fox now.
Oh man, they got everything.
Yeah. So shit, you ready for those? Get ready for that final Fantastic Four movie. The good one.
The good one. Yeah, because you know they doing a whole reboot of
all
the Marvel Universe.
We're gonna finally see Storm with Black Panther.
see the X-Men too.
Yeah, we're gonna see all that shit come back and everything like that. I wonder if Disney gonna have their hands in that New Mutants shit. That shit might never come out now.
Which one?
The New Mutants, the movie.
The one that looked like a horror?
Yeah.
I thought that came out already.
Hell no, that ain't came out yet. No, that ain't came out yet.
Yeah, that was a pass for me anyway, so.
Yeah. That might be a pass for Disney too.
They would cancel it.
Oh, no.
You don't want no names on this shit.
Exactly. Yeah, so Disney bought Fox, $71 billion though. That's a lot of motherfucking money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Oh, Disney.
Let's see. Next on the agenda, we was talking about this earlier. GameStop might really be coming to an end for these cheap, money-cheating bastards. Give you fucking $2 for a $60 game you just bought a day before because you opened it and broke the fucking plastic. And you don't have a receipt.
GameStop, I got a rebuttal for you since you're looking for somebody to buy. I'll give you $10 for it for the whole corporation. That's my offer. That's all I can do for you at this time.
Alright, fuck out of here. I'm happy you niggas shutting the fuck down. Fuck y'all niggas. Fucking expensive ass bitches, man. It ain't expensive.
It ain't expensive. It's just the
trying to get your fucking money for some shit that you what the fuck that shit called?
They worse than a diamond store. Like I get when you buy diamonds, like they lose half the value when you take them out the store and shit.
Man, we talking about games.
But games, like if I buy a $60 game that day and then like I either beat it that week or like don't want it and I return it, you can't just offer me like $5-10 for it. I might as well keep the shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I normally do.
Yeah.
Fuck
y'all niggas. Fuck GameStop. I'm happy y'all bitch ass is closing. It is what the fuck it is, nigga. Payback's a bitch.
Yeah, I think it's more so what I think it is the online market that's like really killing these in retail stores and stuff.
Brick and mortars are getting the fuck out of here. Sorry.
Shit like GameFly. The shit we was talking about, you saying E3, the Game Pass and shit. Shit like that is like really killing them. And especially like the PlayStation Store where you can like, you don't have to buy the fucking disc. That's why I was like, when I bought, what was the last game I bought? God of War. Yeah. I was like, man, like motherfuckers asked me did I want it, the hard copy or the digital copy. I was like, damn, I feel like I'm the only motherfucker that buy hard copies. That was a weird question somebody asked me. I was like, man, I normally like having the hard copy.
What do you mean hard copy, sir? You mean the regular
disc?
CD?
Yeah. I was like, damn. I was like, all right.
Does it come with a steel book? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. But, yeah, I think it's shit like that that's like killing off these like stores and shit. That's why fucking Toys R Us fucked up as it is now.
Fucked up ain't the word, nigga. They closed.
Yeah. It's a lot. No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they all closing up. Time out of time.
So, yeah, that shit happening, so, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It is what it is, GameStop.
Yeah. Then we got,
want to talk about this one, Malcolm?
Yeah. So, we got...
This is more of your area.
This dumb motherfucker here. So, this is one of the stories that happened way before Father's Week that we probably forgot to mention. Yeah. But basically, it was his father in somewhere in the UK. His motherfucker decides to leave his kid in the apartment by himself. And he went to the store to like grab shit. And the reason why this motherfucker was late coming back was he was playing Pokemon Go.
Oh, that's the story you got?
No. No, this is the same kid that was like the kid was somehow the kid got like all like through the like balcony glass door and he was like hanging on the side of the building and shit.
Oh, that's the one you're talking about. I know exactly which one you're talking about because
you talking about another one?
You talking about the black dude that was
that's the good side.
He was an immigrant. It was a black dude. I forgot what the fuck he was. Because he wasn't African.
Yeah, no, he was.
He was?
Yeah.
Okay. But he was in the UK, I think. In the UK.
Yeah, right? He was trying to get, it was funny because like he was trying to get basically citizenship for UK and shit.
And he saved the kid.
He saved the kid.
How many floors did he fucking climb? It was like 13 or 12 floors.
7, 8. Yeah, it was high.
It was high shit.
It was high shit.
The building was big as shit. But it was one of those buildings that you see in like movies, like you see Jet Li just keep hopping down.
Yeah. He
climbed up them bitches and he got up there like this. And the kid was hanging for like a minute. Yeah.
He saved the kid and shit, and
that shit was dope, man. They gave him citizenship shit from the UK and shit like that. They gave him like a medal and like probably like a key to the city or something. All type of shit.
They offered him a job with the fire department too.
Yeah, they did.
Which was that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was like, but what's funny?
The UK dream.
Right.
Better than America.
What's funny is, when everybody was like saying that, this is what it is to like be like, I guess this is what it should be stand for. Yeah, the parent got charged for child neglect or some shit. Yeah, because this motherfucker, like the whole story was like he went to the store. He would have been back sooner. Because, like, the place was literally a minute away from his house. Like yeah, it was like 2 minutes away from his house.
Playing Pokemon Go
and he took longer because he was playing Pokemon Go. I was like, first of all...
You forget about a whole kid on the fucking balcony, my nigga, playing Pokemon Go?
I was like, first of all, you a dumbass. You a dumbass parent. You're not even a parent. Because you left a fucking toddler at home by itself. I was like... First of all, you could have took that baby with you.
Yeah.
I was like, if you need to like run and grab some shit at the store, take the little baby with you. Right. You gonna leave him in there with an apartment
with the fucking
balcony open?
With the balcony door open.
I was like, you stupid motherfucker. Yeah. But I thought that was crazy when I heard that shit. What's the one you
So it was a father and a grown son arrested after a Pokemon Go fight. It's the one I was talking about.
Oh yeah, shit got real.
Yeah. So this is I can read the article. It's short as shit. So a 71-year-old man and his adult son were arrested for allegedly assaulting another player they claimed had stolen their gym and threw the Gatorade bottle at their car. So they're driving side to side, I'm assuming, by somebody, and they're having a whole Pokemon battle. I don't know how Pokemon Go works now. Whatever the case is, I didn't know you can like steal people's gym and have like a fight and take the gym. I don't know about all that shit.
Yeah, I guess they accused the other motherfucker of cheating somehow, because I guess he had multiple shit out or something, multiple devices out playing at the same time or something. I'll see a lot of people doing that. But
the father, Robert Matazui, I'm not sure, tracked down the man and then allegedly chucked back the Gatorade bottle, hitting him in the face. All three men reportedly got into a fight. According to St. Louis Dispatch, damn, I thought they was going to say they was Asian somewhere in Japan or something like that.
Nope.
The accident was captured on video by where's the video? No, they can't just let this go and say it's a video out there. Oh, you don't have a video on the article. Where's the video? I gotta see this shit.
Yeah, I've seen a picture of the guy and
I ain't seen shit. I gotta see this.
Yeah, I was like, that's fucking crazy, man. I was like, I occasionally play Pokemon Go.
First off, the father is 71 years fucking old, bro. First off, he's 71 years old. You should not be playing Pokemon Go at 71 years fucking old.
Actually, a lot of old people.
You shouldn't even know how a fucking cell phone works at 71 years fucking old. I mean, you should see my dad trying to work a fucking cell phone. That shit is irritating. Damn, it's not on YouTube, so I don't know. Fuck, I could probably find it. But yeah, so that was the article. I don't know what the fuck you just went to. There you go. So yeah, it was some more, but that's pretty much the whole story. Yeah. So a 71 and 31-year-old dude jumped a fucking another dude, and they had a whole fight, and all of them got charged for third-degree assault charges and shit. Because they just fucking stupid. And they want to fight over Pokemon Go.
I mean, it ain't that serious, bro.
Nah, bro. It might be now, dog, because of that Switch shit. That Switch game, you can port everything over and everything like that. So it might get that serious now.
Nah, not unless we got real fucking Pokemon coming out and shit. I don't think it's that real, bro.
This Pikachu is just right here chilling with me.
None of that 3D shit. I'm talking about an actual live motherfucking Pokemon.
Amazon launches its clothing try-on service. So if you're a Prime member, you can try. It's called Prime Wardrobe. And they send you a box of clothes that you can try on, and if you don't like, you just send it back. And if you keep it, you get charged for it.
Yeah, it's a lot of services.
Yeah, it's a lot of services that do that.
Yeah. So they're probably trying to get into that market.
I'll be honest with you, Malcolm. I don't want nothing that somebody's trying on and send back and shit like that. That's kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
There's no telling, like, my nigga, it's hard for me.
But there's no telling when you go in the stores, too, because...
Yeah, I know, but it's just hard for me.
On sale. That shit to be on sale for a reason.
But that's what I'm saying, though. It's kind of hard for me to, like, try on shoes at Ross. like, first of all... I'll be judging them like, I really hope these these corns don't get the fucking way and shit. Like, you don't want to put a fucking shoe on at the store and then not buy the motherfucker. And, like, it's kind of hard. I don't know.
First of all, too, like, everybody's body type is different. Because, like...
Yeah.
If I get a jacket from like Express and shit, it's different from like me getting a jacket from Old Navy.
Yeah.
Express, I'm fucking too big for the fucking clothes there. I'm like, man, I only weigh 190, 190, 200. Yeah, I can't do this or anything like that. That jacket be too it's funny though, like I'm too fit for it.
I like fit, but goddamn, I didn't know they had a size 2 fit.
Yeah, let's just say they like depending on like clothes and stuff, like certain clothes, they look like large, but then it'd be like a small.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's funny though. Like I wonder how they gonna like kind of incorporate that with like people's sizes and shit, because like certain things.
But I'm good, fam. You might got bed bugs and shit at your crib. And shit get sent back and sent to somebody else, man. That's how diseases started, man. That's how zombie apocalypse shit started. I'm good, bro.
Through clothes. That's funny.
I'm good, bro.
What's the name
That's
of that?
How diseases and shit get passed around and shit. I'm good.
I'm trying to think of the name of that movie. M. Night Shyamalan, the one where shit was in the air. What was it?
I can't think of it.
I can't fucking think of it, but you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Did you see the when we talking about shit that we can't remember? Did you see the comment of the dude on the one of our reaction videos?
Which one?
The El Royale, the hotel joint, the El Royale. That's what that shit was called. I can't remember the whole full name. What's it called? That motherfucker, because we was trying to guess Quentin Tarantino name.
Oh yeah.
He had commented, Quentin Tarantino. Damn it! Because we just drove all this shit and we couldn't think of the motherfucking name.
I was like, yeah, because I literally said it a few minutes after. That's funny.
Let me see if I can find it.
That's hilarious.
Somebody had commented on our shit like, Quentin Tarantino, damn it, man. Like, I wish you motherfuckers get his fucking name. There you go, Tarantino.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Yeah, bad times at the area.
You know, it's funny because like I find my wife doing stuff like that, like when she's like watching something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, the other side can't respond to you.
Yeah.
Like, like when she in a show, like, don't do that or don't go in there. Like they can't hear you. just to clarify things. It's probably that's funny. Like that people like get synced up and like involved like that, where they like forget that they were completely watching something.
Like we'll see the comment later, but my nigga, we can't hear you. So all that happened. Akon. I thought they say he wants to found. I thought he did this already. But Akon wants to found a real life Wakanda based around his he did, okay. Around his cryptocurrency. It's called Acoin.
Acoin, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest with you.
Well, yeah,
this kind of seems right for Akon.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, he do a lot of fucking shit.
Especially for Africa. Yeah. That motherfucker, I think he gave like a whole city or a town or some shit like that.
Yeah, he built like wells and
like a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah, he built a whole bunch of shit.
Well, like this Because Akon is making a coin and making an A Wakanda. So that shit happened this week. I don't know how much his cryptocurrency will go for and all the other shit. I'm not reading this long ass article either, but yeah, that's happening. And keeping up with the Black Panther news. Sorry that we don't segue well, but you know how it is at the DADS podcast. Black Panther star Chadwick Boseman did the Wakanda salute to make his disappointed mother happy. Damn, bro, it's getting bad out here if your mama getting mad because you don't want to say Wakanda forever no more, bro.
He get tired of it, bro. Like he been doing this.
Bro, he looks so disappointed in this video. I'm sorry, y'all, but it's just a clip, like a thumbnail of the clip that happened, bro. He looks like, bro, I'm so tired of this shit.
Yeah, sometimes you have to separate the actor from the character.
Like one of those pictures when your mom tell you to smile and you just like, bro.
Come on. Hey, I brought some guests though, baby. Do that thing.
Do that dance, y'all young folks doing.
That's exactly what that moment is to him, because he's like, oh, all right, mom.
Bro, he looks so sad, bro. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
And that's how it feels when you're not sleepy body. Bro, he looks so sad in that video. Oh, my God. I want to hear it too, sorry. I got to hear this shit.
No,
it's just the boomerang joint.
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman, he looks swollen than he did in fucking Black Panther a little bit.
Well, you know, you gotta remember he had a fucking suit on, so probably see more of his arm this time.
This is a video, so we're gonna wait for that. Okay. It's a live action Naruto trailer.
Cool.
Malcolm, this week in Strange Stories. Have you ever heard of Pony Playdown?
Pony Playdown.
Can you just probably take a assumption of what this is?
I'm gonna say it's either people dressing up in a costume, like furries. You know, like the furry costume.
You're halfway there. What's the next?
The wildest scenario, because I've seen like a clip of something like is somebody pretending that they're a pony, like they got the fucking what you call it, the ring.
Malcolm, guess what?
Shit in their mouth and hooves and shit, and they like running around.
I should give you an award because you're right and right.
Damn, it's both. I thought it was one or the other.
No, it's some weird shit.
It's both. Oh wow.
So they have a competition or something where grown people prance around in like a horse head and also have all the weird strap-on.
So yeah, they got the mane and shit, whipping them in the back.
It's really weird. They like have hooves and tails and a horse head, and they're walking with carriages, and they have like courses, and they're bucking like the real horses and shit. It's really weird. So they have a whole horse competition, and my question is, if they fail at the competition, do you put them down? Like, it's really weird, bro.
Sorry, Betsy. We're going to have to put you down.
White people do weird shit. It's really weird, bro.
Yeah. I thought it was the other thing, like furries, like people dressing up in like
they got people spray
costumes.
painted their bodies and shit like that to actually have like horse spots and shit.
Yeah. So somebody out there is looking like a stallion or a...
That's really weird. Really fucking weird. But you know, and for my wife to put me in a fucking horse costume and me to go along with this whole thing, man, that gotta be love. That's gotta be love. That's the...
What'd you say? You gonna love your wife like that?
Hell no. I'm not putting on no fucking the horse costume and strap on and like a... What the fuck is them things called? The sex people? The submission people? Yeah, that shit. I'm not putting that shit on. Going out doing a whole full-blown fucking horse and pony show. Fuck that. That shit is weird, bro.
Oh, man.
It's some weird shit out here. Fuck it. Malcolm.
Yep.
Man, these coffee companies just can't get fucking right, bro. what the fuck is wrong with these niggas? Mm-hmm. I never liked Starbucks. But I swear to God, I always thought I had to trust Dunkin' fucking Donuts, bro.
I don't know. Dunkin' Donuts be having their time too.
But they're all the man, if you ask me.
They're all the man.
So, Malcolm, controversial, quote, speak English sign at Dunkin' Donuts goes viral. Would you like to take a guess about what this speak English sign is?
Can I take a
guess?
Before
I tell you exactly what it is?
First of all, let's see. What city is this in? Maybe
this was Baltimore.
Baltimore?
Yep.
Ooh. It's a speak English sign.
It's a speak English sign right at the cashier joint.
Wow. It's for the customer?
Yeah. A little bit. Would you like me to explain?
Yes.
Okay, so something funny that me and my wife watched the stand-up last night. Ali Wong. I don't know if you ever watched it, whatever the case is. But she said a few things that I thought were funny. One of the first things she said was funny is, like, you know, you met your soulmate and shit when y'all could, like, be overly racist together, like in the comfort of your own home. She had said that shit, and she had said another joke or something like, men are, like, the line between, like, men being, like, such a great father and women being, like, such a shitty mother is, like, kind of off balance. Mm-hmm. It's like, say a man keeps showing up to the doctor appointments and shit like that, and all the nurses and doctors say, oh, you're such a great husband, you're such a great father. And, like, if the mom wants to do, like, a bag of blow or some shit like that while she's pregnant, like, she's such a shitty mother. Like, that was the comparison that she made. But the thing with this sign is, so this is something that me and my wife, we joke around about every time we go to restaurants or something like that. So say you go somewhere and, like, it's two co-workers at a Dunkin' Donuts and they speak in Spanish or some shit like that.
Right.
Then my wife's like, huh? What you just say? Like, shit like that, but we joking and shit like that because we really don't give a fuck what they're saying. Mm-hmm. But the sign in this Dunkin' Donuts says, call this number if these employees aren't speaking English. Yeah. That's what the sign says.
Okay.
So they want their employees to speak English and only English.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Because some people, like, their first language isn't English.
Yeah.
And some people do it by, like, nature. Like, if they can't figure out a word for something in English, they'll say it in whatever their native tongue is.
Yeah.
So, like, for instance, if my native tongue was, like, Japanese or some shit, I would say it in Japanese to ask the other person in Japanese either a question about something or something, you know?
Yeah.
To either figure out what this person wants or whatever.
Everybody doesn't have Google Translate.
Yeah. And Google Translate is shit, by the way.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It sends you way the fuck off.
Yeah, definitely.
For any language.
But yeah, so that happened in the Baltimore Dunkin' Donuts, bro. They have a sign saying, call this number to tell on these employees if they're not speaking English.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. A little bit of racism at coffee shops helps everybody speak English.
Man, there must be some shit in the water, boy. Like, motherfuckers just coming out, woodwork, like, comfortable, like, just doing crazy shit like this. Yeah. This is crazy.
Malcolm.
What's up?
This nigga is back, bro.
Uh-oh.
He's back with a vengeance. And guess what, Malcolm? He deserves his reboot just like everybody else.
since we kind of saw him in what was that?
Ready Player One.
Ready Player One.
He had so much impact in Ready Player One. It's only right that he gets his own spinoff. So there's a Child Play TV series announced.
A TV series?
A TV series.
Jesus.
I don't think I can deal with Chucky every week.
Oh,
yeah. On a weekly basis.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
I can see a movie, but TV series?
The good guy doll isn't going to work for me every week. I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
That's going to scare the shit out of me every week. Yeah.
That's like some Goosebumps.
It's not even Goosebumps. Do you remember the XXL tried that shit? The Exorcist tried that shit on Fox. I think it's still on there. It's probably canceled. I don't fucking know.
Probably canceled right now.
Yeah, you know how Fox does. But they tried that shit. They tried like a scary TV show type thing.
That type of stuff do well on TV.
And my thing is, I really hope they go back like to the Child's Play Chucky, and not like the goofy ass Chucky that's like from the last like Bride of Chucky and all that other dumbass shit. Yeah. So I'm assuming they going with the. I think the last movie wasn't that bad. It wasn't the Cult of Chucky, but it was something Chucky. It was something. And I know like the lady was in a wheelchair or some shit like that. It was actually meant to be scary. It wasn't like the goofy ass shit that's been going on with like I think Pamela Anderson or some shit like that. Was that Pamela Anderson? Something like that. I don't remember the bitch name. But yeah, so that's gonna happen. Is this coming on the Sci-Fi channel?
Oh, come on, Sci-Fi.
I don't know. It's not saying. But I just saw Sci-Fi's Tremors. So I don't know.
Sci-Fi.
I don't know. But we'll see when it comes out on what channel.
No, they already got. No, I guess they maybe they're on Sci-Fi. It said they already got a similar project on there.
Okay.
On Sci-Fi.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we'll see when the trailer drops, I guess. But it's a Child's Play TV series announced.
Jeez.
And I might be good on the Chucky doll. I don't do well with dolls. And Malcolm's mom collects all the porcelain dolls.
Yeah, how was that thing?
Shit is
She still yeah, she still has those, by the way.
Yeah, it was creepy as shit. I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
No one liked going to Malcolm's house after school.
Yeah, it was a particular room we stayed at.
Oh, yeah.
But for the most part, I don't blame. Because I didn't go in that room either. Because I think one of those dolls moved.
Oh, yeah, they were following.
Because she had this Olympic doll.
Yeah.
And it was like this. And like, one time I could have sworn I saw the arm like this.
The bitch got tired.
Yeah.
She had switch arms.
That freaked me out. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to not go in this room.
What if your OG was like moving them around at night just to fuck with your head?
Yeah, that's what me and my uncle thought. That's what me and my uncle thought. But this is how I know like those dolls are creepy and like we don't like being around him because he said that one of them hit him in the head once.
What the fuck?
Like he was walking past, it was late at night, and like
just felt someone back his
back in his head, and then he looked and the doll was like this and shit. Like
shit. Yeah, it's time to get the fuck out of there, bro. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know if I was tired or something just fell off the shelf and just hit me there, or like he's like, I think I'm going crazy. He's like, the dog literally slapped me in the back of the head.
Dodge.
Oh man.
The next story we have. There's a lot of sexualizing at Pixar, Malcolm.
What people saying now?
People are sexualizing thick Elastigirl from Incredibles 2 because, of course, they said Elastigirl too thick.
She's the same as she was in the first Incredibles.
They were saying, "Damn, too much booty in the pants."
People they pick the smallest, minute stuff to just like.
Well, I know she's Elastigirl, so she can be skinny or thick one day if she wants to. I mean, what's the problem? It's totally up to her. But yeah, and she just had a kid. So stop talking shit.
Like she had 3 kids.
Yeah, exactly. Get a little thick.
She got the mom body.
Alright, she got a mom bod. Well, yeah, so that's something that's going on and stuff. So
yeah, people
bitch complain about everything. It's whatever. Yeah. But we got some good news talking about superheroes, Malcolm.
Yeah.
Tom Holland, I love Tom Holland just because he's
like
real
the best Spider-Man.
He's a real life teenager.
Yeah. Because
the way he dropped this was on Instagram. It was a total fuck up and a mistake. So he released the title for the new Spider-Man that's coming out.
I wonder if he get in trouble for that.
I don't know, but he's like the true imitation of a fucking teenager, and he's the definitely true imitation of Spider-Man. So let's see, it's a clip. So let's see. Spider-Man Far From Home.
Oh!
He put it on the tablet. It's called Spider-Man Far From Home.
Oh, that's how you fucked up. Okay.
So he didn't actually say it, but he did hold it up on the. So, oh man, Tom Holland is a true teenager. He's a true fucker.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
But I love him for it. So yeah. So it's called Spider-Man Far From Home. I really wonder what the fuck that's about.
Maybe
Are they still on Planet Titan, I guess? Whenever all this shit gets resolved, I guess? I don't know.
Some shit gonna come back, because I wonder if they gonna work Miles in there too. Some people speculate that.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. I don't know.
That comes out July 5th, 2019.
Really?
Yep, 2019. At this time next year, so it's cool.
Yeah, we do that in this
still got a lot.
Tomorrow movie.
Captain Marvel and Avengers Infinity War 2, whatever it's called.
Whatever it's called. It's supposed to be fixing everything.
That shit dropping in. I think Ant-Man and Wasp comes out next weekend.
Yeah. Wasp this weekend, next weekend, something like that.
We'll see. Yeah. So yeah. Thank you, Tom Holland. Spider-Man Far From Home. This is one of our last stories. Hospitalized John McAfee of the McAfee Program for Cybersecurity swears wrath on whoever managed to spike something that I ingested.
So somebody tried to poison him?
Somebody poisoned the security guy.
It's like, fuck your security. You're so worried about what's on the computer. You ain't thinking about what's in your body.
Somebody killed his ass.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So yeah, he was in Belize, I guess, and he got his jerk spiked. And that's fucked up. But he swears.
He got his middle finger up.
That's his wife? Holy shit. Alright. I might got a little jungle fever.
You ain't that motherfucker.
His wife is black as shit. I wonder if he's cool. He holding up middle fingers and shit. I guess you can say shit like that when you're a fucking billionaire.
Yeah.
The last of the news, Malcolm. They're already getting ready for these filler episodes. My Hero Academia officially announced its new female-centric spin-off series.
Spin-off series? Cool.
All female.
All female?
Yeah.
It's gonna be...
It's gonna be all of them, I guess.
Is it Class A?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Cool. That's not bad.
Yeah. But it's gonna be, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. It might be so or not.
I mean, they already got the movie. It's supposed to be coming out, you know. So this is probably coming out there. Probably give everybody some shit before they have time to put the next season of My Hero out.
Yeah. I seen in an article today that they fallen off of the English dub and the dub and the regular and the sub. They fallen off. That's what the article said. It said some shit like that. It's like getting behind or some shit. The English dub is like getting behind somehow or something finna happen or some shit like that.
Oh, you talking about now? Currently.
Yeah.
I mean, they was pushing them bitches out the same.
Yeah, exactly. That's the same thing I was thinking. Like, my niggas only a matter of time before y'all crash and burn on this shit. Like, getting those voice actors together like that. That shit's hard as shit.
Yeah, it is. Like, yeah, that's a lot of fucking work. You get and they doing like same day, dropping both of them. Because usually, with dub and sub, you usually have the sub that's like so far ahead, maybe like 2, 3, sometimes 4 episodes ahead of like the dub.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And Malcolm! I think that's the end of the podcast.
That's all right. I know it's a bit long today.
Oh shit.
No, it's a lot bit long.
But we got her done.
Get her done.
Oh, I forgot to mention this. I ain't forgot to pull this up. Steph Curry's wife is opening a restaurant in Houston, and it's already kind of like a 0% rating. Because Houston lost to Golden State Warriors in the semifinals.
Oh.
So the fans are being petty.
Giving a no star.
Yeah, the shit ain't even open yet. The restaurant ain't even open yet. But
it's horrible. I ate here yesterday. Like, we ain't even open yet. Like, you making Yelp reviews.
Yeah, so the Yelp page is like low as shit right now.
People petty as hell, man.
Low as shit. So yeah, that happened. But yeah, I think that's it. Malcolm.
What's up?
Are you good here?
Yeah, straight lieutenant.
I think the people might be good on us. 3-hour podcast. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you know we breaking this up.
Well, guess what, bitches? That's what happened when you missed a week.
Oh, yeah, you know what else we missed a week? IG had dropped.
Oh, IGTV.
IGTV.
Yeah,
real quick. So, we definitely gonna be on there because there might be competition.
Malcolm said we could upload the video, so we didn't go live for the K2s. I don't know how this shit works. I just know it's there now.
Yeah, it works.
Also,
we
talking about new
like
programs.
Facebook. Not Facebook.
Google dropped a new app called Google Podcasts. So guess what, bitches? New platform on the way, probably. I gotta check that out and do some research. But yeah, so they dropped a new app. But yeah, IGTV, DADS podcast on the way.
Word.
Also Google Podcast.
Site on the way too.
Yeah.
Almost. Maybe. Finish. Gotta finish up on it.
Oh, and for all you who love us and our video game reviews and shit like that, yes, we missed everything at E3, but guess what? We have all the trailers lined up, so we're gonna watch all them shits.
Yeah.
We didn't talk no E3 last week. Sorry.
Yeah.
And that was like probably the goodest,
because we was waiting
best
on it.
week or the worst week to probably take a break, but it is what the fuck
it is. Yeah, because a lot of people like, yo, what about this? What about that?
Yeah, exactly.
We gonna get to it.
We'll get to it. Just wait, y'all. But yeah, so Malcolm, are you good to wrap this bitch up? Alrighty then, let's wrap this bitch up. Oh, this has been another episode of the DADS podcast. My name is Clint.
My name is Mal.
And we out this bitch. Make sure to follow all our social media networks, DADS podcast, except for Twitter, DADS with Dreads. And we out this bitch, uploading every day, every week. Reactions, gameplay, and whatever fucking clips we feel like doing it. Because we ain't sponsored and we ain't getting no money from YouTube, so we can do what the fuck we want to do.
Whoa.
No.
Calm down.
So my dick. No. Now, you want to take my ID? Oh yeah.
I fucking love Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yes, sir. Yes, you can. You just gotta wait a second. I'm closing the podcast up, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, that boy some milk. He needs some milk.
All right. So yeah, we out this bitch, y'all. Dub deuces. Peace out.